The whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nani nke bi n'eluigwe, ka aha gị dị nsọ, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Bafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abiyama benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. Ahadin sosine bigebi rone bigebi. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu.
Think about your life because the end time is so near. I'm going to Matiano di every Siana Tisu to you every good my president. Makanu Manuboko, Opa Tichiria, I wanna boss on the Hamu, on a Yukuchikanaka. I see Mabura Kunomare, Yaburu Miaru, Namogara Palanamu, Sorondi Bozo. Money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right. Papa Mubaram si Nadia Frabalamu Iabuna Niminu Kambu Parayano Makanoji Femata Winyakaye Akalobe Ilo Nesia Oye Wufemu Paranifea Ikabu Paruko Biafra is my life. Biafra, and we must go back to our land. And if you want to go to if I came here 4 years ago, gonna jump in mayor, Bongo Rodira Kahana. Mano, yes, no, governor, West not to one Nigeria. Yavigo Solo Gausa, Kanu wezoro nwaneba maka na ọ bụrụ olu Hausa as a good governor he is not that you tap on the house of woman.
All right, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel / television. And the voice you are hearing is none other one than that of Ordinanwa from Biafra Unite platform. We are live and direct, and of course, I am very, very certain that Chukwokike Abiama Bineligwe is with us. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has arrived in court for the continuation of his, or should I say, of Biafran persecution in the damnable zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Please let me know in the comment section if my voice is loud and clear. Let me know if my voice is coming out clear so that we can continue. If you can hear me loud and clear, please let me know in the comment section before we proceed, because this very broadcast is going to be very, very massive. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? If you can hear my voice, let me know in the comment section. Very, very important, as we have come to do the needful this very morning. The time right now is exactly 51 minutes past 9 a.m. here in the land of Chukwokike Abiama. We are talking about 9 minutes to 10 in the land that Chukwokike Abiama blessed with honey. All right, I will be playing you some few clips that we have already from the of course, Federal High Court in Abuja, the capital territory of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. As we receive videos, I will be playing them here from the studio for you, of course, for you to see what is going on in the court of the competent jurisdiction in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. The court that lacked jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yet, they said they must try him. So, we will be looking around, looking for videos all around. If I receive anyone direct to my WhatsApp, I will play it for you to see what is happening.
Where is he going to sit?
This is the arrival of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If I receive anyone direct to my WhatsApp, I will play it. If I see anyone posted on the social platforms, I will also play it for you. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has arrived in court, and I will also show you what the barrister Loye Jimako said a couple of hours ago, both for his trial and of course for the addition of 4 more sons plus other 2 sons that are there already, making it 6 sons that will be standing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today and moving forward. So my people, pay attention as we watch and see what is going on in the court, in the Federal High Court Abuja, over the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or should I say, over the case of Bafra versus the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been welcomed by those around him, by those who are there live and direct, to stand in solidarity with him, both the family members, friends, and well-wishers, and of course, lovers of freedom and his legal team.
Where is he going to sit?
So highly welcome once again, my wonderful people of Biafra. Today's date is 29th of April 2025. This is our live presentation reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra United Slash Television. Please, once you are here, endeavor to welcome others. Once you are here, endeavor to welcome others by liking and sharing this very broadcast. Very, very important because we all are expecting the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but bear this in mind. Now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seated. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is seated after this very video. This video is few minutes, just like 2 minutes video. After this, I will show you what Barrister Aloy Ejimakor has said just a couple of minutes ago. Now, I was saying something before. So let us see, first of all, before we proceed, let us see what Barrister Aloy Ejimakor has said just a couple of minutes ago. Very, very important. Please like and share this very broadcast. Is very, very important. Very, very important. Now, according to Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, just a couple of minutes ago, he said, the court in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has convened. When you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, he is talking about the case of Biafra versus the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Because this case is not just for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. He is the one suffering for us. But this is the case for all of us. Because as long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains in the DSS dungeon, Biafra is there with him. Biafra remains in the DSS dungeon. I don't know if you understand. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, Biafra is released. Bear this in mind. That is the reason why it is very, very imperative for someone like Mazi Simon Ekpa to be out, to be outside, to be free. For the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the release of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa has to be free. Unless someone who is more brutal than Mazi Simon Ekpa is going to emerge as quick as possible. Not coming on social media to talk, to rant and gossip for the whole hours. You understand me? Somebody who is more brutal than Mazi Simon Ekpa has to emerge as soon as possible, as quick as possible, for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be effective and for the release of Biafra, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out with the Biafran flag. He cannot suffer for 5 years in the dungeon plus another 2 years between 2015 and 2017, and you're expecting this. I'm going to teach you something today. People are saying, hey, release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On which ground? On which ground? This is what people do not know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been subjected into all manner of inhuman treatment by the zoo terrorist government. And they know very well that releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without giving him Biafra will be a disastrous move for the zoo. They know. What I'm saying is not a exposition. They know. Nigeria is aware. And they know that the only solution, if they don't want to find themselves in a very tight corner, worse than what is happening now, is to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Biafra that has kept him in the dungeon for the past 5 years, plus another 2 years, 2015 to 2017. Are you paying attention? So what I'm telling you now, Nigeria is aware of it. So there are only 2 ways. Either you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without giving him Biafra, and you are in a very big mess because he has lost every single thing he owned. He lost his family, he lost his mother, his father, and then you suffer his person, his body. You subjected him into this kind of treatment in a solitary confinement for 5 years. and then you want to release and tell him bye-bye, there is no Biafra for you, Nigeria will be a hell if such a thing happens, and they know it. So there is only two things involved: release him without giving him Biafra and find yourself in ruins, or release him and give him Biafra. This is the only two solutions. And for him to be released with Biafran flag, we need Simon Ekpa outside. I don't hide my mouth. Pure. For him to be out with Biafran flag, we need the likes of Simon Ekpa outside. You get why? You get why? Not social media ranters and gossipers. We need Simon Ekpa outside. Or we need someone who is even more brutal than him. Nketa nke echi na obrokwa nwanne echi. Nketa nke echi na obro nwanne echi. Yes. Then the judge is on seat, and appearances for the parties are being announced. Federal government has 3 sons. MNK has 6 sons. The die is cast, and we are primed and ready to rumble. This is the current image from Barrister Aloye Jimako official X account. Of course, it was 2 sons before, and yesterday the announcement was made by the Barrister Aloye Jimako, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has added 4 more sons into his legal team. So let me show you that very post in case you didn't see it, because I did not record it yesterday because of other things that I was doing. So update, this is from yesterday's post from Barrister Aloye Jimako. He said, in addition to Chief Kanu Agabi San and Uchenna Njoko San, which are the 2 sons that were added in the last court appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, 4 more sons have joined Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team. Have joined. I don't know if you understand the meaning. 4 more sons have joined. Meaning that people know the truth. People understand the truth. You don't have to be hired. You don't have to be paid huge amount of money for you to come and defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is defending the truth. Defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is defending Biafra. Defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is defending freedom. So you don't have to be hired. You don't have to be paid, millions of worthless naira for you to come and defend the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a symbol of truth and honesty. Symbol of truth and honesty. Symbol of freedom of Africa. Not just Biafra alone. Of Africa. He said, they are Prof. Onyechi Ikpeazu San, Emeka Etiaba San, Mela Audu Nunge San, and Dr. Joseph Akubo San. They will all be in court on the 29th April, 2nd and 6th May, 2025, of course. Now, you see why I said what I said. There's this name here, which is Mela Audu Nunge. Mela Audu Nunge. This name, of course, you know that this name is not an Igbo name, probably not even a Biafran name. But it's the same thing that I said, that for you to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are defending the truth. Everybody now knows the truth. All the, I don't want to call it prophecy, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never for one day told us that he's a prophet. But all the predictions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from time immemorial, all his predictions have all come to pass. They have all come to pass. All of them. So anybody who is in this zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, or even in Africa, have not seen all the words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that have all come to pass, both what is happening in the north as I speak to you right now. I am getting news on my desk. How many people that have been sent to judgment, not even judgment, how many people that have been unalived by Boko Haram just last night in Chibok, the same Chibok. How many people that have been unalived in Chibok by Boko Haram just last night? And the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army are here. All the equipment are here. All the fighter jets are here. Super Tucano. Military armored personnel carrier. Eh? They are all here. Armor tanks. They are all here. Well equipped. All their soldiers, Air Force, they are all here. They are all here. But the north is vulnerable. Boko Haram ravaging the north. But they did not see anything wrong with it. The Fulani politicians or political elite did not see anything wrong with it. But all their soldiers are here because the East is the main problem. The East is the main problem. Do you know why? The reason why the East is the problem is because with their foot soldiers, they can never conquer the East. There is no any possibility for them to conquer the East with their foot soldiers. So what are they going to do? They need to use the military to subdue the East in order for their foot soldiers to, to invade. Are you paying attention? If they fail to subdue the East, their foot soldiers will never have no chance to invade East. That's why they are using their official Nigeria military under the control of Fulani to do the job, to do the dirty job. We are not even talking about what is happening in Plateau State. We are telling you, I'm telling you about last night's news that according to the official information from Zoo media platforms, 20 bodies have been recovered as of this morning. This is what happened just last night in Chibok. 20 bodies have been recovered. The official number. Now let us continue. Let us continue. So what am I telling you, my people? It is very, very important that we know where we are going, that we know what we are doing, that we know the importance of freedom and what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. I equally want to use this opportunity to thank those who know very well that today, without being told, as long as you know, today is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day in our land. You don't even have to be told. Announcement shouldn't be made 100 times before you realize that you must respect the suffering or appreciate the suffering of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS dungeon for all Biafrans. For those of you who are sitting at home today, I want to say kudos to you. Those of you sitting at home today, I want to say kudos to you. And as the Biafra Liberation Army is gearing up for the gospel of redemption, I want to urge them. I want to urge the Biafra Liberation Army, BLA, not to relent. I want to urge them not to relent. Ogunwere onwe na ano before Mazi Simon Ekpa was taken in must not stop because Mazi Simon Ekpa was taken in. Because Mazi Simon Ekpa himself did not stop when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. This is what we must know. So nobody should come and tell us, oh, it's because we want to know the outcome of Mazi Simon Ekpa's case. There is absolutely nothing like that. There are some words that I don't want to treat this very morning because this broadcast is strictly for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance. So I'm going to leave some words or some discussion, some issues till when the time is ripe, when the time is right for it. You get why? I'm going to make the line open because this is not normal broadcast. This is strictly for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court appearance. While we are online discussing, I'll be giving you updates of what is happening and of course where the case is, is heading. So meanwhile, the line will be made open for Biafrans. You can call in and make prayers for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can call in and say something, make your suggestion, speak to Biafrans. You want to pray for our leaders, victory, you can do so because everything is in the hands of Chukwokika Abiyama. As we fight, God, in his infinity mercy, grants us victory. And we must always recognize this fact. I hope my voice is still coming out clear. Please let me know if my voice is still loud and clear because I can't hear myself. Let me know if my voice is still loud and clear because I cannot hear myself. Let me know in the comment section, please, if my voice is still loud and clear while we proceed. So the WhatsApp number is on your screen right now. You can call, of course, make your contribution. You can pray. If you want to pray for our leaders' victory, you are free to do so. While those who are fighting will keep fighting, those who are praying will continue to pray. That is how, even in the Bible, it was fought that way. At this very point in time, everything is welcomed. Every mechanism should be put in place for the total victory of Biafra. The number is on your screen right now for those who would want to call in and make contribution, or you want to, of course, you need the link to join me in the studio. You are highly welcome. While another news, breaking news, gunmen on a life 10 at Benue drinking joint. Breaking news. Gunmen unalive 10 at Benue drinking joint. Therefore, there is no place which is safe. Now, no place, not even in the church nor mosque. It's neither church nor mosque, not even in the drinking place, at the bar, normal bar, whereby after all the stress of the day, as a man, you may say, let me just branch to that bar, and have a bottle. You are not safe. You are not safe in the bar. In the bar, you are not safe. Nowhere in your farmland, you are not safe. Oh my goodness me. This one is breaking news today, and this is just morning. This is early morning now. This is just 16 minutes past 10. Chief Ifaka Abaro, Chiaka Ajiro. We are talking about this morning now. Breaking news. Every blessed day, this is what we hear. How people are being unalived by terrorists. And the zoo, the Janjaweed is not doing anything about it. Rather, they are here bombarding our land. From Olu to Okigwe, from Okigwe to Osumohu, from Osumohu to Nnewi, everywhere, because they see the East as their problem. The East is their problem. How do we conquer these people is what the Fulani always think about. The headache of the Fulani, the problem of the Fulani, the only thing that they think about, the only thing that worries them is how to conquer these people. How do we conquer these people? Now, herdsmen, another breaking news, herdsmen by 2 young men in a knife attack near Abuja. This one is coming from AIT, African Independent Television. Herdsmen, at least in Kafa managed tinye herdsmen, even though they didn't put Fulani herdsmen, they didn't put Fulani because I'm an afabundi ndiowo ndi believe. Herdsmen by 2 people in a knife attack near Abuja. In a knife attack near Abuja. In a knife attack near Abuja. Now I'm getting the information that the federal government of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, has provided a masked witness. A masked witness. This is a current development that they have provided a masked witness who is going to witness against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it's not going to stand. Whether this information is true or false, it will never stand. There is no possibility of it standing because it did not happen in 2015 and it's not going to happen in 2025. Especially now that everywhere na bagadagada, now that we are free and ready to fight, now that we are very, very ready to fight. Not even in 2015, because in 2015 we were not ready to fight. Now that we are ready to fight, such a thing can never happen. It did not happen in 2015, and we are not expecting it to happen in 2025. But the news is flying all over the places that the federal government of the zoo has brought in a masked witness. So who is this masked witness? Who is this masked witness? And according to him, he said he's a Christian and has taken oath with the Bible. He also said that he has worked with DSS for 18 years. And he knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as an IPOB leader. So who is this masked witness? Could he be an Igbo man? Could he be an Igbo man? So you see, this is the reason why I am shouting that Mazi Simon Ekpa must be out. Because if the zoo is ready to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as being propagated, I want to tell you that what they are doing now cannot happen. They wouldn't have even bothered themselves bringing in witnesses because there is nothing to witness. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we all know, is an innocent man who is, advocating for the freedom of his people. And according to the law, all over the world, global treaties and charters, every oppressed people have the the freedom to have the the legal backing to fight for their freedom. And it did not end there. It says in whichever way possible. Now, another breaking news: the death toll has risen to 26 in Borno State, in Chibok, Borno State. Remember, I told you just a couple of minutes ago that it was 20. Official number, I'm giving you official number by the zoo. Remember, when they tell you 20, you have to times it times 3, which is 60. Now, it has increased to 26, and they are still looking, they are still searching. And the bomb you can't even see them. You wouldn't even know that there was a human being that existed, or even that was destroyed within that area. You won't even know. Unbelievable. So, as I was saying, if the zoo want the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to happen, why would they go and bring witnesses, masking them? Why would they bring masked witness if truly that they want to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why would they bring them? And this person who is masking himself now, you are not expecting any truth from him. You are not expecting any truth from him. It's going to be all lies. Lies and lies and lies, in order for them to find a playground to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And at the end of the day, they will postpone they will adjourn the case. They will adjourn the case in order to continue to hold him. But they all know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has committed no offense, because both the zoo law and international law, you have the right to self-determination. It is your inalienable right to decide where you want to belong. So if the zoo is interested in releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why bringing in mask witness? Why are they even adding sons to their to their team, to their team, or to their legal team? Why would DSS include 2 sons to their legal team? Why? If they have any interest on releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the same thing that I was shouting from beginning in 2021. I said, no, this kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the same with his arrest in 2015. This is what people must understand. In 2015, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was just talking for freedom. He was talking about freedom. In 2015, galvanizing people, bringing people together, galvanizing the minds of Biafran people to support the movement for the restoration of Biafra. You understand? So they did not take him seriously. They didn't take him seriously. That is the reason why that man was, saying, take Biafra agitation seriously. And that was when he was arrested in 2015/2017. So they didn't take him seriously until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu announced the formation of the Eastern Security Network. They say, okay, now you have come. Now you have come. They said, okay, now you have come. Now we know how serious you are, and we are going to deal with you. We are going to show you what we are made up of. They began to buy people over. They began to bring people who are working with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They began to bring them over. Now, according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said every single thing that the man said in terms of accusing him for inciting violence in the Southeast, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said is all lies, which is the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never incited any violence. The only thing he has been saying is free Biafra. All his words and everything is free Biafra. Free Biafra and let Biafrans go. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it's all lies. That I have never incited any violence in the Southeast. All my words have all been free Biafra and to defend our land against the invasion of Fulani terrorists, which is the truth. Now, let us be realistic. Let us not bring any other words into this matter. The time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu announced the Eastern Security Network was strictly to defend Biafra land from the invading Fulani terrorists. That was the announcement. Whether we know any other thing or not, it's not it's none of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's business. Are you getting me? Whether there's any other reason or not, it's none of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's business. What he said when he announced the ESN was to prevent the incursion of Fulani terrorists that have already taken over Benue State and some part of Kogi. Not to take over Biafra territory. Now I'm going to give you, I'm going to bring something to your screen. as quick. I will do that as quick as fast as possible, so we can continue. Pay attention, please. Pay attention, pay attention. In confirmation of what I have been saying for the past few minutes, let us read from Vanguard News. In confirmation of what I have already said, Nnamdi Kanu's trial, court okays federal government's bid to shield witness identities. This is in confirmation of what I have said already. You can see the date, April 29, 2025. In confirmation of what I have said. Look at it. Court okays federal government's bid to shield witness identities. Why shielding the witness identities? Why would you cover somebody who is coming to testify against me? I should be looking at his eyes, eyeball to eyeball, why he will lie against me at my presence. And the court okays it. And some people are jumping up even before today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released today. I want you to understand that the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu announced the formation of ESN, the Fulani-controlled zoo government knew that he is now ready for freedom. And something has to be done. They have to break all rules and protocols to travel all the way to Kenya to kidnap him, after gathering all the information about him through those that were very, very close to him. They brought him back. I was shouting on top of my voice in 2021 that this one is different. There is difference between now and 2015. So don't expect this thing, the way China Sanworu was, ranting on Radio Biafra, shouting on top of his voice. I say, no, it's not going to be about shouting. We need to do something. Finally, he announced it at home. And they quickly, stopped it. If not that people like us were there, by now, nobody will be talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No single person will be talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling you. And this, according another news, another information. I don't know this one. I want to tell you now. I don't know if it's covered on this news that I want to read for you in Vanguard. I don't know if it's covered, but another one now is that this shielded or these same witnesses. What do you call them? Witnesses. These same shielded witnesses have said that they have evidence of what they are saying. That is what they said now, as I'm talking to you now. But I'm going to read Vanguard to see if it's also covered on this very Vanguard, latest publication. So let us read. Abuja. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has given the federal government the nod to shield identities of witnesses billed to testify against the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, people who are behaving like this, my people, Biafrans, my fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, do you think that they are ready to free an innocent man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is a question. I'm throwing this question to us in the comment section. Please, I need an answer from you. You listening to me now, even though you haven't typed anything, I need an answer from you. It's a question that I'm throwing to you. People who are behaving like this, do you think that they have any plan whatsoever to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, given the way they are behaving, and Mazi Simon Ekpa being already in the custody. And our people are, you know, back on social media, and they want me to come and join that gossip. They call it fight. They say this is now when the fight is tight. This is now when that 100 men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about. This is now we know who is among the 100 men. When the time for you to fight is ripe, your fight is on social media. You left our land porous. You left our land just almost being ravaged, being taken over. Your own fight to know 100 men is on social media. Shame on all of them who are talking nonsense. Shame on all of them. All of them. Shame on all of them. This is the time to know those 100 men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about. And Atuego from all corners. The whole group, everybody's collecting money everywhere. But on where you find him here? Do you think that, don't you know that the best way of defense is attack? The best way of defense is attack. Guerrilla warfare is known to be hit and run. The simple definition of guerrilla warfare is hit and run. Let me explain it in a simple terms. For those of you who do not know, I'm angry. That is the reason why you don't see me talking about siding anybody. That you can say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care. You can call me names. I don't care. You can say I'm supporting this person or that person. I don't care. I know how I feel in my heart. I know how I feel in my heart. So before you say whatever you want to say, you must come out to tell us what happened to Ogo hit and run. I know before Mazi Simon Ekpa and when Subu. Anybody who claims to be whatever they want to be or whatever they want to claim to be, and you are not capable of doing the same thing that made Musa to cry every day, step aside. Step aside. That is the word of Mazi Simon Ekpa to DOS. Step aside. And stop making it look as if no ego can azo. Stop making it look like no ego can azo. Only ya control ego. Only ya control ego. Ogunwero wine and hit and run. Oboro, we are not supposed to be in the bush while the zoo bring fighter jet to bombard us. Oboro, that is not what made Musa to cry. If a man Musa jeba kwa bunai na akofa gugu, I ma potanya akwa for ma bani mafia. Oya wabogu nwere onwe otu anwa ka esi anu ya rifle mgbe gbori otu anwa ka esi anu ya ogu nwere onwe. When you hear guerrilla warfare, the simple definition bụ hit and run. That is how you demoralize the Janjaweed. That is how you demoralize those who are coming to who are invading you. That is how you demoralize, the invading and occupational soldiers. Hit and run. Hit and run. So, kedi fekwosili ogo hit and run na ano. Oge Mazi Simon Ekpa no here. What stopped it? Until that question is answered before anybody expecting me to align with anybody or any group. Don't tell me any nonsense. Don't tell me about money. Don't tell me about anything. I don't want to hear anything until that question is answered. Don't tell me any other thing. Dear friends, I told you in December, I told you not to worry. Calm down, relax. I am money na portray no gunwere. Up to today, I can akogonoga akiko. Every day, I akogonoga akiko. Ana akogonoga akiko. Ndi agha ndi zoo. This is comfortable. You see the way they are very comfortable here molesting our people. Comfortably. Fulani make kidnapping at the highways. And I could go on social media. Gone. Before only see when subu on did anybody collect it from us? Gone. I don't want to talk when look at what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing through. Akpotago a witness covered his face, their faces. And I suspect they are Igbos. Yes, they have to be Igbos. Of course, yeah. Oh, yes, they are Igbos. Probably many of them or some of them sent by Hope Uzodimma and Peter Mba. Probably. I can beat my chest. I can hit my chest and say that they are Igbos. Fabundi Igbo. Because why would they cover their faces? To give testimony against our leader. Trial Justice Omotosho gave the approval in a ruling he delivered on Tuesday. Eh? Anako gonoga konde ifele na noro ni iniru ndi na-enwele ifele. People without shame. And I heard them saying, this is the I'm talking about everybody from all the angles. This is the time. That time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying, I need 100 men. This is when to know 100 men. This is the real fight now on social media. Giving credence to some individuals who are not even supposed to, who are supposed to be fizzled out. Some individuals that are supposed to be fizzled out. With your activities, they will be fizzled out. Nobody will even hear about them again. You are giving credence and, relevance to some individuals who are supposed to be ignored and allow them to fizzle out while you face the fight. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Step aside if you don't have what it takes. If hit and run. The simple definition is hit and run. We can never win with that. Musa can never cry with that. If you get Musa na Boko Haram in the army, have you seen it before? Because if otufa si egbu ndị agha ndị zoo fana achọga fani mafia. The military go searching for them in the bush, and then they will murder them because they give them very fake arms and ammunition, outdated military hardware, outdated armor tanks, spoiled armor tanks. They go there, they will massacre them. There is no video to cover them. No human beings were there apart from Boko Haram and the Zoo Janjaweed army. They will massacre them there. Nobody is talking about. Nobody will talk about it. The only one they talk about is when they invade villages and maul innocent citizens. That is the only time you see, media carrying it. That is the only time you see media talking about it. You understand? But when the zoo, when they destroy the Zoo Janjaweed army in the bush, nobody talks about it unless the ones Boko Haram Jakafa record or post on social media. And you can never see Musa come out to cry about them because ndị a na-ewe fana ndị nwụrụ n'iru agha. A na-ewe ndị ahụ asị ndị nwụrụ n'iru agha, so nobody will cry for Musa will not cry for them because fa nwụrụ n'iru agha. And it's difficult to be demoralized when your men when your men are brought down in the face of in the middle of war. But leave our land. That is what we are telling you. Leave. If you don't leave, this is what you're going to be your I don't even remember the word, your gain, your fate. This is what is going to be your fate. Leave. If you don't leave, you leave by force. That is how you demoralize them. Obona Fabian n'ime ofia ibia TPI, I manage a Jobunigwa Aerotalo where TPI their armor tanks. You will never ever see Musa cry about that because in the end they will need rog, Fangonaga, because Famanaga canal, Fangonaga. If you want to be Ichi Kwezioku, Ikwezioku, Epotakwezioku, yes. I'm ashamed of all of you. All of you, if you don't name him. Every time I go story. Long story here and there. Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Innocent Biafrans. Unu chana nga no here na arụ aka n'ike na-esi n'imi. Mad people everywhere. The ruling followed an ex parte application that federal government filed through its team of prosecutors led by Chief Adeboyega Awomolo-san. Specifically, the court gave permission for the proposed witnesses to testify behind a screen with their real names replaced with acronyms. Federal government lawyer Awomolo-san pleaded that identities of the witnesses needed to be protected for security reasons and in view of the serious nature of the case. While the witnesses will be shaded from the public, they would, however, sorry, my system. Okay, I think we are back. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Please let me know in the comment section if you can hear me, if my voice is loud and clear. Please let me know in the comment section if my voice is loud and clear. While the witnesses will be shielded from the public, they will, however, be seen by the judge. Only judge can see them. The request was not opposed by Kanu's team of lawyers, led by a former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Chief Kanu Agabi-san. Why was he not opposed? 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 The former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Chief Kanu Agabi-san. Why was such a thing not opposed? Because the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't even be a secret trial in the first place. This is a case that should be aired on the national television for the whole world to see how it's going. Now, we did not even talk about that one. We are even going as far as allowing a shielded witnesses, a masked witnesses. Why was it not opposed? I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody anymore. Nobody. I don't trust anybody. Sequel to the ruling, federal government opened its case against the embattled IPOB leader by presenting its first witness, who was simply identified as Poor. P-W-A-A-A, Poor. You see, kangaroo court and kangaroo trial in kangaroo court. This is the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and this is the fate of Biafra. Kangaroo trial in a kangaroo court. That the name of the first witness is called Poor. P-W-A-A, Poor. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And such a thing is allowed. And I can beat my chest and tell you that that man is an Igbo man. Is an Igbo man? He is an Igbo man. Oh, yes, he is. After all, in Igbo land, we had people like, what's their names? What's their names, please? What's their names? During the war, in Igbo land, we have the likes of Ifajuna. Can somebody remind me the name of that man, the biggest betrayer? I wonder why nobody's talking about that man. I'm the only one who has ever spoken about that man before. There's the biggest betrayal of all time in Biafra land, in Biafra nation. What was that man? What was the name of that man from Newi who Ojukwu gave money? Ojukwu gave money, his father's money. From his father's wealth, Ojukwu gave him huge amount of money to go and acquire weapons in France. That man went there and nationalized in France. He never bought weapon. He never returned back. Till today, his family are still in France. Can somebody remind me the name of that man? He's from Ojuku's village. He's from Newi, from the same village with Ojuku. He was and still remain the biggest betrayal and saboteur of the Biafra nation. Because if that man had come back with that weapon, Biafra would have fought for extra years and defeated the Zoological Republic. And today we would have been a free people. Today we would have, the biggest. I wonder why Ifajuna's name is, somebody said Aton Zeribe. No, Aton Zeribe. No, not to Siko. You people are not following. Okwandi Ochie no here. Okwandi Ochie no here. Again, name that man exposed. Again, my family exposed. Okwandi Ochie no here. Not Ifajuna. Not to Sika. Okwandi Ochie no here. Not to Babia. All the one on the Ochie no here. I'm going to Ochie no here. If anyway, if I'm at the nature of Fife or belief. Especially a family man. I exposed that man sometime in the past. Not if Arjuna, not Okpabia Sika. He's from Newi. That man is from the same village with Ojuku. Okpabia Sika is not even an Igbo man. If Arjuna is not from Ojuku's village. I'm not even sure if Okpabia Sika is from Newi. Why is Okpabia Sika carrying the highest name in the circles of saboteur? In the circles of saboteur. Somebody say you are telling BLA to do much, but you don't help in raising fund for them. You see? This is the story we hear every day on social media. The fund is divided. You see their mentality. I ask a simple question here. Two vital questions. And nobody will be able to answer that name. Nobody. No single person can answer that name. That question. Nobody can answer that question. Look at the mentality that they carry on social media. You are telling BLA to do much. The problem is not BLA, if you don't know. The problem is not the men on ground. The problem is those who claim to be, piloting the affairs of the struggle. They are the problem, not the men on ground. Mojeku, thank you, Patrick Aduaka. Thank you, Mojeku. Or Mojeku Kaneku. You ebonyo ochie because you remember very well. Thank you, Mojeku. Yeah, thank you, Patrick Aduaka. Oh, Mojeku. He is the biggest betrayal of all time in Biafra struggle, in the Biafra history. Because if he did not betray Ojuku, we wouldn't have lost the war. Not even Asiko Pabe, not Ifajuna. It's Mojeku. I don't know why that name is silenced. Nobody wants to talk about that man. He's the biggest betrayal in our lives. He's the reason why we are where we are today. He's the reason why we are still fighting the struggle today. This is our generation. He's the reason why this fight was passed to us through our fathers. Mojeku. And his family will never ever return back to Biafra land. Never. They are banished for life. They will never ever. I will personally raise that case when the time comes. Because that man single-handedly put us in this quagmire, in this mess that we are in today. Somebody made a comment. You are telling BLA to do much, but you are not supporting to raise fund. I ask a simple question. Because onwere onye napụrụ anyị AK bụ n'aka before onye isi anyị bụ Mazi Simon Ekpe nwe nsogbu. Onwere onye napụrụ anyị ya? The answer is no. Now, Juziagi, the second question. Mbwegwe obwegone. Don't have to come and tell me, hey, you are not raising for Mbwegwe obwegone. It's a simple question. By the time you answer that question, you go home, you bend your head. Apato ya wogi, arwa jogoyi, iwe mara na ife a dị na nwa na-ekwu na o nwere ife ọ na-afụ unu na-anara afụ, o nwere ife ọfụ unu na-afụ bụ. Ijuo onwe gị two questions. That AK no anyị n'aka, ma even enwe nke kali AK anyị bụ AK buru anyị bụ 47 buru 49 buruzie nke ọzọ nke zoo na-enwero self. Onye isi ahụ bụ PM na-adị na sample steady, mụ na-eji eme broadcast steady ka anyị na-egosi ndị zoo ife anyị nwere, what we are made up of. Because if eji mara every nation, every government na-egosi their military, na-egosi their strength. So it's not, we are not exposing our men. No. The reason why America can never invade North Korea is because they know that North Korea will they have what they have. So if America invade North Korea, the war will not end as quick as possible. It may not end even in their own favor. That's why America cannot invade North Korea. That's why America cannot invade China. That's why America cannot invade Russia, because they know that they have what they have. So when you are telling BLA to do much, why you are not supporting the fundraising? I am not saying BLA is not the problem here. Our men on ground can never be the problem, because they are always ready. They are ever ready. They are ever ready. So two simple questions. Onwelonye napuru anyị datum egbe anyị bụ n'aka. If the answer is no, then ijuzi onwe gị mgbe egbe ọ bụ ego one. Ịsazie dị ajụjụ. Ijuzi onwe gị, okay, if we can afford mgbe egbe, only mgbe egbe ya ba na egbe anwa anyị bụ n'aka, kezi ife endri ogu hit and run anyị na-anọ since onye isi anyị ji enwe nsogbu. It's a simple question. It's a simple question. Without favor, without fear of favor, you speak the truth to the power that be, without fear or favor. It's not about who are you talking to. It's not about who are you talking to. And there are some people who are dumb. They are dumb forever. You can never redeem them. You can never ever redeem them. There is nothing there's nothing you can say. There's no amount of exposition you can make to redeem them. Their brain is dead completely. Completely dead and buried. There is nothing you can do to redeem them. Mad people everywhere. You think I will help you? I won't help you. If your brain is dead, I will not help you. You need to go to hospital. You need to go to hospital. Kanu, whose trial started the naval afresh following the reassignment of his case file to Justice Omotosho, had earlier pleaded not guilty to a 7-count treasonable felony charge the government preferred against him. It will be recalled that Justice Binta Nyako, who previously conducted the trial, recused herself from the matter after she was accused of bias by the defendant. Kanu was first arrested in Lagos on October 14, 2015, upon his return to the country from the United Kingdom, UK. On April 25th, 2017, the court granted him bail on health ground after he has spent about 18 months in detention. Upon the perfection of the bail conditions, he was on April 28, 2017, released from the Kuje prison. However, midway into the trial, the IPOB leader escaped from the country after soldiers invaded his country home at Afaruku Ibeku in Umuahia, Abia State, an operation that led to the death of some of his followers. Oh, wow. Wow. This I've never seen before. Wow. Even in the middle of, travesty, in the middle of travesty, Vanguard aka. Even though we are suffering and smiling, let me clap for Vanguard for once in a lifetime. Wow. For noting it the way it happened, for saying it the way it happened. Vanguard, you have earned my, not respect, you have earned my praise only for today. You have earned my praise for today alone. If you continue like this, you will continue to earn my praise. Maybe sometime in the future, you may earn my respect. Wow. Imagine Zoo Media. So finally, Zoo Media acknowledged that somehow the country home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was invaded. Let me even screenshot it. Let me screenshot it. This one need to be saved. I need to save this one. Adeka Moma, they may deny it tomorrow. That then, when they are pressurized, they may deny it tomorrow and say they never said anything like that. They may deny it tomorrow. They may deny it tomorrow. Let me screenshot it. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. From Vanguard, a Zoo Media, one of the #1 Zoo print media. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it has been screenshotted. Yes. This is unbelievable. From Vanguard News. Imagine. They said it the way it. Such has never happened before. Save one. What is holding you? Let's go to. Yes, let's save it here. Yeah, we are good now. We are good to go. So, like as I said, let's continue, searching for latest information and development from the, of course, from the court, from the Federal High Court in Abuja. Let's continue searching for information. The number is there on your screen for those of you who would want to make contribution, for those of you who would want to say something, those of you who would want to pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The number is there on your screen. Kindly call me right now, because once I'm done, once the case is over, the broadcast will be shut down ASAP. Once the case is over, the broadcast will be shut down ASAP. I wouldn't wait to do today. So those of you who want to who want to speak, if you want to speak, the number is on your screen. You can call immediately to speak, because after the broadcast, after the court, once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of court, the broadcast will be shut down ASAP. My computer is hanging once again. Please let me know if my voice is coming out clear. My computer is hanging. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section, please. My computer is hanging once again. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section, please. Very, very important. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Is my voice coming out clear? Can you hear my voice? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Very, very important. All right. All right, we continue. By the way, we are live on just one platform. We are live on only one platform. Only one platform. Our Biafra Unite TV, our sister channel. We have issues on our main channel, which is Biafra Unite in capital letter. We have issues on our main channel, and I hope by the special grace of God, we will be able to resolve it as soon as possible so that we can be able to continue broadcasting there. You all know that our main Facebook has been problematic for very many months now, more than 6 months. Our main Facebook page, which is Biafra United Television, is having serious issues. We have managed to start posting again on our sister Facebook page, which is Biafra Unite Official. So those of you on Facebook, you will be rest assured you will be receiving our post on our second page, Biafra Unite Official. Our main page, Biafra Unite Television, is having issues at the moment. We cannot post anything. We can't post video. We can't post even ordinary picture. We are not allowed to post. So, we can't do anything at the moment with our main Facebook page. Very, very sad indeed. And it's been like that for the past 6 months. Our sister page, Biafra United Official, we have started posting there, but we cannot do live broadcast there because our stream, the software we are using for live stream at the moment cannot allow multiple platforms in it because we have to upgrade it to professional, professional mode, professional standard, in order to add multiple platforms on the stream. So we continue. I'm not asking anybody to do so, but if your spirit touches you to upgrade our stream to a professional mode, you can get in touch with me. I will tell you how to do it. These things initially usually not to be a problem. These are things that Biafrans love to do willingly without even me talking too much about it. But in Cape Azua, if we go to Festiwedi, so the arrest of our prime minister caused a lot of harm to our struggle. The zoo used that opportunity. The zoo used that opportunity to try everything humanly possible to destroy us. Look at question somebody's asking me. Look, only believe. Only believe. Only believe. Now, which government do you stand for? Look at indeed believe. Stupid people asking me which government do you stand for. Very useless and idiotic. I don't stand with anybody as long as I'm concerned. When I see you fighting for Biafra, I will come and tell Biafrans that you are fighting for Biafra. This is not the first time I'm saying it. I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. That if I see you fighting for Biafra, I will come out to tell my people that, look, this is the person who is fighting for Biafra. I have said it before, and I'm repeating it again. Yes. The way we are fighting for Biafra, number one, Bonaya na akundi zoo go. If I na bo hit and run. Now, the simple definition of guerrilla warfare is hit and run. And if I go since our prime minister went Subu, the other day, just a few days ago. Marama Minkawa Emelia no or the Quaki for Neme Kobo Rihaza Kemelo. Oh, ya kakoma na Rihaza Kemelo. That means more is coming. But Obono Nemeli according to Quaka Neme, then you will never see me report it. I come not by my mother. And Obono Rihaza Kemelo. I will wait and see more. By the time I see, yes, Obidogome Tagwandi, Oboro Madi Agwagi gas support on the Nano Gumero. You don't even have to do much to convince our people. By the time if our people will see it, then I support on. That's why you can never anybody is expecting me to come and start gossiping. I'm sorry for you. You don't need millions of media personnel to come and debunk anything or to fight anybody or to accuse fingers. Ifemebe mụnwa na onwe m bụ ọdịnanwa mpụta na-agwa ndị Igbo sifane kwa onye na-akwado ọgụ nwere onwe na anọ. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to hear anything in America. I don't want to hear anything in Europe. Because you don't win a give me it in America ma ọ bụ na Kafanchan. Ọ bụ fire nekwa anya here. Malma only feneme here. Ọ bụ na only feneme here. Ikwe nukwu and they will be looking at you. Go and check. Kedu ndị a na-ekwu maka fa na? Kedu ndị a na-ekwu maka fa? Ọra Ambazonia ka a na-ekwu maka fa. Haven't you seen the videos of US congressmen in the Congress house, talking about Ambazonia? Ndị bruiser where gawokwu nwere onwe na America. Haven't you seen a video where US, congressmen were discussing Ambazonia in the Congress house in America without mentioning Biafra? Without mentioning Biafra in the Congress house, yet they are mentioning Ambazonia. Haven't you seen that video? Haven't you seen that video? And didn't you ask yourself why Biafra is not mentioned here? And our people are busy sharing that video. That video was shared massively by our own people, and they did not ask themselves, why is Biafra not mentioned? Eh? Because Onwell is even in our land. Since the arrest of Dr. Chua Ayaba, Ambazonia army keep on fighting the occupational terrorist army of colonizers, neutralizing the terrorists in their land every blessed day. And you are here asking me which government do you support? You are a shame to humanity. Nnemurogi kwesi ifele kwesi imewe nnemurogi. Ifele kwesi idina eme nnemurogo for asking me that question. Which government do you support? Nonsense. You are not even ashamed to ask. So that means there are no governments. There are governments. You are not even ashamed to ask that question. So there are governments. And was many governments. No fungero na ano. You are not ashamed. If fele kwesi mebugo nemologo kwesi, they are ashamed to see you asking that nonsense question. Which government do you support? So we're governments. How do you explain that way? Say Cholokai recognize again. How do you explain it to them? Mad people everywhere. Think I'm here to paint words. Anybody who wants to make any comments, you need to call now. You want to call, you need to call now to make your comment and your contribution. Because the moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is over, I'm going to shut down this very live broadcast. So I'm waiting now to see the outcome of the tussle in the court After that, we will call it a day. If I tell you that if I tell you that I'm angry, just know that I'm angry. Just know that I am angry. You get why? Only if someone na phone na another phone. You get why? You get why? Obolo ogologo akụkọ after na social media na akọ ogologo akụkọ. You get why? Somebody said I'm totally unpredictable. Of course. He choke him. He choke him. Somebody said I am unpredictable. He choke him. Didn't I tell you? Did I not tell you from beginning? Did I not tell you from beginning? I told you from beginning. I told you from beginning. Somebody said I'm unpredictable. He said I'm part of the problem because I am unpredictable. Yes, I am unpredictable. Watching it. Even though you made that comment to insult me, but that is the truth. I am completely unpredictable. And to make the worst part is that I said it from beginning, but you people did not understand it. I said it from beginning. Of course, some people will be disappointed in me. They will be disappointed in me because I failed to come and join their idiocy. That's why they are disappointed in me. Yes, I failed to join their stupidity. And now they are disappointed in me. Ndị nke a na-adọm bịa join after this side. Ndị nke a na-adọm bịa join after this side. Ọ bụ ife apụtalụ. The same way DOS and Madam Chinyere Onwuonyi group. Chinyere Onwuonyi group in America and the DOS group were fighting and dragging Mazi Simon Ekpa. They made him a public enemy. The group of Chinyere Onwuonyi hated him so much. The group of DOS hated him so much because he said, I am not joining any of you. What happened to our leader? That was the question Mazi Simon Ekpa was asking them, and nobody was able to answer that question. What happened to our leader? What happened to our leader? Why our leader was kidnapped and nobody knew about it until the zoo announced it. The same thing that happened here in the Mazi Simon Ekpa's case. Until the zoo media announced it. Eh? We have a problem. We have a very big problem. Very, very serious problem, my people. That one I can assure you. I can tell you for free. We have a big problem in our hands. Let me share the link. For those of you who cannot, who wants to join the studio, I don't know why none of you wants to call. We have over 500 people watching live. Nobody wants to make a comment, or maybe, maybe, sometimes, most times when I'm on live program, people don't always like to make comments. They just want to listen, and I thank God for that gift, because most times you ask yourself, what am I going to add, and now what am I going to say? This guy has said everything. What am I going to say? He has said everything. What am I going to say? So I always appreciate God, for that. Yeah. So meanwhile, let me share the link for those of you who would want to come enter the studio, to make your comments. You will be free. I would like to have at least one person who will join me here, even if it's prayer. Just come and pray for our leader. Very, very important. So somebody's asking if the court the court section is secret. It be like say you started following this case today. It seems like you started following the case today. You started following the case today. If you don't know, my dear, let me tell you, the case, the zoo made it secret right from beginning. Right from beginning. And now they have brought in a masked witness to come and witness against our leader. Maybe you just joined the live broadcast now. The zoo has brought in a masked witness to come and witness our leader's case. Somebody's asking me how much zoo government pay you. They use your brain to drink Gary. I cannot help you, my brother. I'm just reading your idiocy. I cannot help you. I cannot help you. You don't deserve my attention. Anybody that has allowed himself to be used or to be fooled, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. Please, if you are in the zoo, close your camera. If you are in the zoo, close your camera, please. If you don't close your camera, don't show your face, because the background I'm seeing looks like someone who is here in the zoo. Thank you, Chibuike. Thank you, Chibuike. God bless you. Chibuike Chukwuma, God bless you. I can't see your name, Mazi, but you are welcome. Please talk to us. Sunday, can you hear me? Talk to us. You're welcome.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning,
Please go
sir.
ahead. Go ahead. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for promoting the protest.
You're welcome.
Is my
Please go
voice
ahead.
coming out? Yeah.
You're welcome.
And,
Go ahead.
I know for Carol, you are trying so much. Oh, you know, we're not being other feeling. I know we're not more what feeling. So, ụmụnna anyị ndị nke na-eche na nwere ndị ga-esi mba ọzọ ga mere ihe kwesịrị imere anyị anwata nọkwa ọ bụ ihe a na-aghọta. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bafra is proud to have someone like you.
You're welcome, Mazi. Thank you. God bless you for your contribution. I appreciate. All right. Celestine, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm the one who asked you that question. Which government do you stand? Because there is a
I know that you are the one who shamelessly ashamed yourself.
It is not shamelessly, my brother. We are all one. We are fighting for one cause, which is Biafra. And you have to stand on one place. The Brigi, if it's the Brigi, which the government that our prime minister create for everybody to follow, which is the template is there, you direct Biafrans to support the Brigi to see if BLA will not be working. You will not just be here if when you see BLA working, when you see BRF working, before you will come out and support, before you will come out and do this. But when our prime minister was here, you were with us. You were there for the fundraising. You encourage us, everybody will join. Then now, reaching the time that you should come out and stand when our Prime Minister is in detention, and stand for that template that our Prime Minister have kept for us. You are here telling us that when you see BLA, how will BLA working when you are not telling people where to support? Or do you want us to go to new mandate where Ngozi Fulani is doing all sorts of evil? Do you want us to go there? Then you will direct our people to support the BLA, which you know the source, and you are here telling us that you look like I don't know what. Before I ask you the question, I know why I asked you the question, because I have been waiting for you since to come out and speak up. Because the time is now. You will not just be talking about only the court case of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our land is also going. Then how do you want BLA working without you coming out and tell Bafraan to support the brig? That is my question to you. I asked you that question, and I know why I joined the group, to show you that I'm not shameless. I'm not a shameless man. I stand on my ground.
Very fantastic. I know you are the one, because I saw your name. I know you are the one that asked the question. So, all right. Okay, just hold on. You see, I'm a very good listener. I'm a very, very good listener, right? Because I've listened to you and I've allowed you to speak. Now, I'm going to respond to you with a simple question. So, you say that that I am not supporting the struggle. I'm not telling people to go and pay money. And then now you said now I am asking what are they doing, right? Is that your question?
Yes.
Very fantastic. Now let us assume, I'm this person that always apologize when I'm wrong. It doesn't take anything from me. People who are in the room, hold on. I'm going to bring you in. And there are a lot of people who are requesting to join. Maybe I can bring you in, but please don't speak. If I bring you in, don't speak until I call your name to speak, please. Now, please mute yourself if I bring you in. Mute yourself, please. And wait until now I'm going to remove you. I'm going to just stay at the backstage, please. Remain at the backstage. If I want you to talk, I'll bring you in to talk, because the noise is too much at the background. Just remain at the backstage, please. Now, my brother, I'm going to respond to you with a simple question, which I am ready to tender a public apology anytime, any day. Now, let us assume, based on your question, let us assume that I have made a mistake without, coming out to speak to our people, to tell them what you want me to tell them. So
not what I want you to tell them is what you're supposed to do.
Hold on. Don't interrupt me. I allowed you to speak.
Okay, sorry.
So let us assume that I have made a mistake for not coming out to tell Biafrans what you want me to tell them, because you were very specific. You were very, very specific. So let us assume that I've made an error. And I want to ask you, since that time that I have been on, because that is the word you people are using, that I'm sitting on defense. You people say that word to me every time, which I'm not bothered. So since I've been sitting on defense, have Biafrans been contributing to the same place you want me to tell them to go and contribute? Just the first question, please.
Yes. For those the genuine ones. The genuine ones.
Very good. I love you. I love you because you are very, very sincere. You see, I love it when I'm having conversation and the person is sincere. Fantastic. The genuine ones. Very, very good. So I'm asking you now, that time Mazi Simon Epa was with us, and we are doing the fight of guerrilla battle, guerrilla warfare, were you enjoying the fight, and were you having hope that with this fight and the cry of Musa, Biafra will come? Were you
Sure,
having that hope?
100%. 100% sure.
Fantastic, my brother. Very, very fantastic. So now the question again is, since Mazi Nnamdi was arrested, what has changed, and why did that fight ended automatically from the 18th of November? Mazi Nnamdi was arrested November last year, 2024. Why did that fight end? Simple question, please.
Why did the fight stop? Because the enemy of Biafra, the ones that Nigeria have plugged into Biafra liberation, have come out and showed themselves. Which you know the person I'm talking about is Ngozi Orebeze. If you watch when our PM was taken, after the 2nd of December, everybody went to Finland, come back, she dissolved everything, both dissolved Biafra liberation.
Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, no. I don't want you to go for. There are a lot of people in the room. Listen.
Okay.
I ask you a simple question. Why did the fight ended? Why did the fight end immediately after our PM was arrested? Simple question and simple with
because
simple answer.
Because Ngozi Orebeze misled many peoples.
Many peoples. Okay.
Yes.
That's why the fight ended.
Not the fight ended. The BLA, you yourself, they are still doing their normal work, which you yourself, you know that before Adada Oramma was with
Did
her.
you know you are talking in a Kogologakiko, my brother? And listen to me. If Njogobo, why did the fight end? And the fight I'm talking about bụ ọgụ nwere onwe, ọgụ hit and run a na-anụ bụ abịa ebe ndị zu gbakọ na-anara na-erepụ ụmụ nwaanyị anyị na checking point, akụ ọfa gwogwo maba n'ime ọfịa. Why did it end? Simple question. Don't tell me about otu ndị zu si eburu Super Tucano bịa na-atụ bọmbụ na our camp. Don't tell me about that. Because the best defense is attack. Ife na jogo bụ why ọgụ ahụ a na-akụ ndị ugwu na their checkpoint melofa ji wee bido na-agbazi ọsọ from checkpoint? Why ọgụ ahụ ji wee end ya?
I have answered you because of people that misled our people.
So these are our people that were misled. Our BLA personnel are involved in here.
People that are defending our land.
Listen. Achonka people learn all from today. This thing again now. Many people not a studio, not a backstage. But I want people, many thousands of Biafrans who will watch this broadcast. I want them to learn from this today. That's why I allowed you to. I know saying are you. That's why I allowed you to come in. So all Adjunct Jorogobo, these our people say deceive. Our BLA personnel and commanders, are they inclusive?
No.
Very fantastic. The answer is no, right?
Yes.
I love you, my brother. You are very simple. You are very sincere with your answers. Now, so since the BLA were not among those that were deceived, why did they end the fight? And no, before there, on Ndifano under their command, the BLA, Biafra Defense Forces, since they
under
were
the
not
Briggy.
among those. Oh, hand under Briggy.
Yes.
Fantastic. So since now when the fan under them or under their command, so then the overall question, Buzi, remember, is going to deceive our people, but to BLA na no diogo, soro na they deceive. And number two is hold on. Okay. Number two is Isagom. Number two is Isagom. Firstly, Isagom that na genuine Biafrans can atuego. So that this people kuna ki chete ifende Isagom already. Sure. Isagom na genuine Biafrans can atuego na the pause. Yotago. Then Adjun usually go overall question now, Buzi. Why did this fight? Why? Since the BLA are among those, and not among those a deceived. Why did they end the hit and run fight and I know before? Just give me that simple answer.
Onye na-enwego nri na-eri ka onye afọ na-ata. The things is not enough. When our PM was there with us, at least everybody was in a one umbrella. Everything is coming in a one channel.
Okay, good.
So
the problem is that na the thing not enough. Onye na-enwere nri na-eri ka onye afọ na-ata.
Onye afọ na-ata, yes.
Good. The final two questions. Now,
then I will ask you. I have question to ask you also.
Yeah, you ask, but let me finish first. Let me first of all finish. Now, egbe anwa ibu n'aka before PM nwee nsogbu. O nwere onye napụrụ anya egbe anwa?
Mba anapụ ya, but ịsụcha akpụ. Yes,
ịsụcha akpụ. No, chelo. Just amụ just need njọ gị si amụ, then after I will allow you to ask me.
Okay.
Now, isi mba na data egbe ka nọ anyị n'aka. Then, mgbu egbe ọ bụ ego one? That's my last question.
Abụọ military personnel. I know mere mgbe egbe. Yes, and then mgbe egbe the type by type. Ọ bụ agijika na-ebu.
So ọ dịghị ka without Biafra Unite pụta na-ekwu okwu na ego ahụ esi the genuine Biafran si na atụta is not enough to buy mgbu egbe.
Of course.
Ọ dị enough ka ọ dịrị enough?
Ọ dịrị enough.
Ọ dịrị enough igo mgbu egbe?
Yes.
If you're gonna ebe no where Burundi okwu asị, that's why you cannot see me in your
my
midst.
Brother, abu onye
okwu asị. It's okay. If you go, no na answer the ajụjụ since na answer the ajụjụ ruzie the place mana nga anọ na elu ogi and ebe Biafra si anọ wee mụta ife ibido siba asị divert ya, so I can continue with the conversation. No. If you are not sincere, you are done here. You are done. You are completely done here. You are done completely. And any other person who is coming to speak like you is also done, because it's very simple. This is very simple. This is simple mathematics and it's just a common sense. It's simple. Nobody should nobody should come here and tell me anything, because I know better than you. I know this one better than you. You can't tell me what I know better than you. You can't teach me what I know more than you. So please, nobody should come here and tell. Let everybody join and car where mulife. Onye nka now everybody yeji where mulife. Because the last question or say samo or jump or ya call gono ga kiko. That's when you were up here. All right. Mazi Okoli, please go ahead.
Hello.
Mazi Okoli, go ahead, please.
You meet me now. Good afternoon from here.
Go ahead, please. And everybody, please, this broadcast is, that's why I am not in support of any body or any people. Please, this broadcast is strictly for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case. We are not here to discuss it. I am angry because the Nigerian government has brought in a masked witness. That proves that they are not ready to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have to make it very, very clear. That is my anger. It is now proven beyond every reasonable doubt that the zoo is not ready to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because if they are ready to free him, they will not in any way bring in a mask or masked witnesses. So that's why it is very, very important. That's why it is very, very important. Hold on, Mazi. That's why it is very, very important that we make sure that the protest of Mazi Simon Ekpa is loud for his immediate release. If you say that the problem is because the funds were divided, with Mazi Simon Ekpa, Biafrans will fall back to their normal senses and then fund the liberation. So please, this very broadcast is strictly for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why I say what I said is because of the attitude of Nigerian government, which has proven beyond reasonable doubt that they are not ready to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. So please, anybody who is coming, at least that first conversation should be enough for everybody to be reason and to reason and be wise enough to understand what is going on. Mazi, go ahead, please.
Yeah, they were watching again. When we go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is going on in our land now? We all know that we have a lot of enemies. And Nigeria government don't want anything that will make us to smile. That's why they keep on fooling themselves in their own court. No problem. According to our leader, our prime minister, he said that our leader release. No, no miracle. No, I won't by the judge. So what is going on? According to our brother, not that I don't want to stress too much, but what is going on? What we are seeing going on now, we are not happy. We are not happy. We don't have two governments. We have only one government and one family. We have two. We have a father and we have a senior brother, which is someone but our senior brother. So you is part of that family, our family, and on and things are going wrong. Everybody's watching what is going on. Anybody up here now say which government? We don't have two government. We have only one government, which is Brigade. So every men and Haroro, they don't go see the Haroro before. Yeah, we're going to investigate. Came out about the problem is there. Because in other social media, some people now follow be donating. I can't go behind them back.
My brother,
Go underground.
let me come in there. Let me come in there. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have made a very good point. You have made a very good point. And that point is that that men on ground that I should make investigation. That is a very good point. And the second point is that hold on, just listen. I've listened to you enough. And the second point you made is that Nifa na Apotekun social media aderoma, which is true. Now listen to me. Now, Genti. The first point you make, I should make an investigation, which I have done.
Okay.
I have done it. Then second point you make, if I put on social media drama, that is the reason why I cannot come on social media to start hammering on my investigation or the result of my investigation. So that's why I know codedly. I know what I'm saying. When I'm speaking codedly, I know I know where the problem is coming from.
Go on somebody as a leader. As a leader. Okay, now our prime minister not here, I know one umbrella. Egan is himself, but our prime minister that now they will say we are within the month. That's why I from 1 month I will take the fundraising to one every week, every Saturday. So that can we can meet up. Okay, now Egan just how many fundraising I can go down? Egan more. So and it's confusion in the family. So we don't expect family confusion on the can ordinary because sabotage gade. Ngozi the other day now. Make sure not that.
My brother, you have said what you said. You have said what you said. This program is not for Ngozi Moboge. Yotago. You said what you said there. There are two things you said there which I picked very well. First, Megodi investigation, which I have made. Secondly, if I have taken a social media drama, which I will not come here to be blowing the trumpet of the result of my investigation. That's why I am asking a simple question. Is a coded message to anybody. Ngozi is not in charge of Liberation Army. Ogenkere is not in charge of Liberation Army. So, that is a simple question to anybody na leader not in charge of Liberation Army. Is a simple question. So please, you could go okwu and you make you go your point, and the same thing you could be if they are aware of it. Investigation and the all this gossip on social media are the wrong, which is truth. That's why you don't see me come out to start hammering on or joining anybody to discuss about people. I don't do this. Have you seen me discussing about people on social media? No, I don't do that. And I can't do that. We have fought this battle in 2021 and we won it. We won it with a lot of evidences and what the Eastern Security Network back then were doing. We were showcasing their activities. The Afran people were seeing their activities. And Oborozim Madogwalofaga support which is Simon Ekpa. Oborom Madogwalu ndị Igbo ga support Simon Ekpa. Because they were seeing the evidences. Number one, the DOS have sold out. Number two, ESN is working under autopilot, under the command of Simon Ekpa. ESN were busy neutralizing the terrorists. And everything was on social media. With limited funds, from beginning, with limited funds, we were doing 1 month fundraising. Once a month fundraising, every last Saturday of the month. These whole things I know. It's a host to the Zoom. About this, no one a host to the Zoom. With limited fundraising. Contribute to ego. Yes. So you don't tell me what I know. Mazi Simon make your speech. Welcome people who are coming to contribute, who are coming to speak. Biafra Unite Batafa. With limited, funds, once a month from 2021, 2022. So what are we talking about? And I'm going to divide the go fund. Onye nke asị in charge, onye nke asị in charge. So what are we talking about here? What are we saying? Can we be truthful to ourselves? Why are hit and run which will end there since November? And people are putting a gomoku. You never expect I'm joining your phone on. Instead, only a plan or 2 years we got Finland, the game protest, get release our prime minister. Every day after on social media. And in case you don't know, let me say it now. For those who are gossiping on social media against Ogenkere, and those who are gossiping on social media against Ngozi, I want you people to know that anybody in Akpafu every time and I gossip about that person would attract sympathy and sympathizers. Also, one of the things Mazi Simon Ekpa will attract many people to him. Those who came to know who is this Simon Ekpa every day, DOS members after on social media. Simon Ekpa. People were forced to go and see what this guy is doing. And when they came, they saw what he's doing and they were stuck. They stick there. They never left again. So when you are coming on social media every time you're gossiping about one person, and every day, people will be pushed to go and know what this person, who is this person? Can you find a major on every day after on social media? And when they go there and see Nonya Wana, they will remain there. They will never go back. This is a piece of advice for those who are coming on social media to gossip Genkere or gossip Ngozi Orabeze. I want you to know you are not pulling that person down. Rather, you are attracting sympathizers to that person. Now. Just na media every time I mepe Facebook, mepe YouTube, and instead of asking a simple question, why are we not fighting? Since November, after na social media, and you expect Bafra Unite to join it. Bafra, you know, you got a lot twist. If I name since from beginning, never expect I'm be join here. Negu. Mazi Igbo, you are welcome. Please go ahead. Mazi Igbo, are you there? Mazi Igbo is not there. He's not paying attention. Oh, Celestine. Yeah, no. You've spoken. You've spoken and you cannot speak again.
Hello? Bafra United. Hello?
So na-ekwu ọ Mazi Igbo na-ekwu ka
Mba, Ebuzeme.
Ebuzeme, please go ahead. You're welcome.
Yeah, because if I'm mega unne discuss ada since the video hustle now, no one about online to speak. Man and keep as one no one where called this. Man you're not you're na ndị otu gwanyị ọ bụrụ na biko inwe ike because ọ bụ na gwara ndị mmadụ fama amarụ biko bidokwa n'isi campaign bekwa maka ego eji afọndụ our people ebe kwesịrị na-etinye asụrụ gị ga-eje kwụra Ngozi Arabaeze ma ọ bụ gwụọ maka Ngozi Arabaeze ma ọ bụ gwụọ maka onye nke a mana egwafa direct ndị mmadụ the right place ekwesịrị na-etinye ego anyị eji afọndụ our liberation forces biko ọ ifense ka anyị yọọ biko
Mazi.
Yeah.
You know, quite discussed already. If you are in my shoe, when you don't know what is happening in any of the two cabinets you have, you don't know the minds of any of them. How will you campaign for anybody? How will you campaign for any of them when you see already that everything has ended automatically? How will you campaign if you are in my shoe? How will you be proud enough to campaign for anybody or any people? How will you campaign for that person? And at the end of the day, you are campaigning and you are not seeing anything. How will you campaign? How will you campaign seriously?
Man, I'll make a campaign for somebody else, man. If I campaign, but that structure, Nnamdi Kanu, Simon has already put down for us. More busy on. I'm not the structure. Yes, the structure.
Or structure,
Man, I believe not from that structure. Yes, we want to why. No, but I follow that. I believe I can follow that structure. I get what to why. More believe so. No, but I follow that structure. Yeah.
So since November till today,
Yeah. I was there last. I was there last December. Yeah.
Last December.
Yeah.
So from Lagos, from Asaba, Ruel, where can you count for me how many checkpoints when along that road?
I got a period. If I even if you know what about that one, if one are you can you solution? Can you solution? Okay, all the man, I got solution. Come on,
then to my brother is Agomo the solution of Anaka now. The solution for me to come out to campaign for Biafrans to go and donate money to any account is not a problem to me. My problem is that now, if I campaign for Biafrans to go and donate money with which evidence? With which evidence? I am not on the side of anybody. That's why I'm campaigning for the release of Mazi Nnamdi to come out. Everybody should go and prepare him or herself to join that protest. Because I'm sure if I am not in the cabinet. I have never been in their cabinet before. I was in the cabinet of autopilot. The moment the government was formed, I've never been in that cabinet before. But as long as I was in constant communication with Mazi Nnamdi, and constant in communication with those that are, you know, on ground. So I know a lot of things going on, and I know not if you can. Yet even now, now, some put on a book when reason because on your pipe on the low, if Basalo Biafra unite, and well, my reasons so no matter.
No, Biafra unite. You were because I'm like it may follow your program. All you can do and wake but I can't tell where's on, you know.
Mazi Gente. Ono one atu ego. Continue no na atu ego. Onwekwa onye nsi atu na ego. Onwekwa onye na-discourage atu na ego. God forbid if I can discourage anybody. Ndị na-atụ ego, continue no na atụ ego. Onwekwa onye nsi atu na ego. Okwu m dịkwa very straight. Onwerokwa onye na-discourage ya atu na ego. The only thing m na-ekwu bụ for Biafra United to be involved. M ga-need evidence na onye abụọ onye na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. For now, onwe bụ onye mfụ na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. I'm very sincere on that one.
Okay.
You're even now.
Okay.
So because even you are serious na-ekwu ya bụ na I'm sure na unu na-contribute ego. Ya nwa achọ ka ịghọta ebe okwu m na-aga.
No. Okwu is clear to me because now, but during the time of Nnamdi Kanu, I mega his broadcast, but I drum full in support with him. Why am I drum full in support with him? Now, what's an address also don't can then Simon Epapota for action here, join higher.
Thank you.
So now I'm going to go to
Thank you. Jisie na ike na-atụsie ga nwe ike. But somebody like me, Muabo Ordinanwa, I'm putana na akụ mgbarimgba mamme ya for now. Because I have my reason. Where the first guy could see me again investigation. So I have my reasons. Okay, I'm now no gonna borrow na apụta story na social media. Support onye anwa. Oh, that is my point. Ekugom this thing right from beginning. About today can Korea. Biafran safe and no ya funny na no in 6 months time. No ya funny na no gunwere and 6 months na fa aga now. Yeah, talk abuko fu akụkọ ka na akọ from both sides. So that's why I am massively campaigning for our people to attend the Helsinki protest on the 9th of May. Because it is now clear now Mazi Simon ya save at this mess. You're different because I'm not
mana no last year. Because I saw some not put on a queer by Biaba, men and the mother will learn this. I'm way no. I'm going to Nabana, I know about Europe, Naman, and Nigeria, Makeda Basalom, this Simon Eba. Before this thing. I was now wait for Simon Eba, Macanam, the Anambra, call if you want, then the Western come Simon Eba. Yeah, what Alpha Biafra. Come here, Bafraan Fabiana. Others rock a fan. One name I know why. I wouldn't do I know why. Especially I ban Janambara and Demo states. I know why. I would call another one name just asking can you just come in Banam after maybe no. After maybe no. So what draw? You see,
Thank you, man. Thank you, Mazi. You know, anybody not support or not support, I am not telling you to stop supporting. But you know, it's support to go for 6 months. And don't know for Biafrans now support. Though the funds are divided, I know. But anyway, one question, now you're big for answer. Now, when I hit and run end this November, and dividing fund. And this question got for the both sides. This question got for the both sides because the two sides now one in charge of the military.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. I'm 3 years or 4 years of actually follow me. I'm following very well. So
thank you. So the two sides Agwani na fad in charge odo mu nwa no nwe mu no here my our men ebefa
Yeah.
I know. So but the two sides na gwa na fanwelo na fad in charge of Biafra, and they use the same word, Biafra Liberation Army. So in our country to go, 6 months ago. So in our jukwasi, because when we find them expert Ajongo again at from a Sabatu or whatever. How many checkpoints gave for nose or it seemed another go on? And this thing came back after the arrest of our leader, Mazi Simon Epa, our prime minister. So each shindi and also TFA Gogo to say typical before. Cause through only by Bunaka with him whereby you got a tin email. So now just you whereby it no I Bunaka or where gone. Keduzi fe endre yabo ogu hit and roll ano. It's a simple question, which I bet you nobody can answer it. Nobody can answer it until that question is addressed. Yabo na Biafra United put ime broadcast. One gosi umu igbo evidence of if onye na-eme evidence abụrụ ife a na-eme na America. America abụrụ ebe anyị na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. So mpụta na-ekwu okwu ọgụ nwere onwe a na-anụ because ife eji wee mara Biafra Unite ọmụwa na-ewepụta news of ọgụ nwere onwe a na-anụ ọmụwa na-agụda news yotago mpụta na-ekwu okwu na-egosi gị evidence lekwa ife na ọ bụ mmadụ agwa ndị Igbo ga-asọpọtụ ndị na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe fa. People, you need 100,000 social media platforms. Ndị Igbo ga-support ndị na-anụrụ for ọgụ nwere onwe. That's my problem. And in conclusion, everybody chete no bụ the best defense is attack. We must not wait. Can anybody raise him if our men who defend our land in Okigwe? No, don't tell me about what they go. Ndị zoo na-eji bomb na-eji kifapụrụ ya bịa fight bịa here na-atụ anyị bomb. We cannot be waiting for them to invade us for us to defend ourselves. Best defense is attack. It's a simple mathematics, simple truth, and you need only common sense to understand the simple arithmetics. Common sense to understand the simple arithmetics. Yotago?
One of them, I don't know anything in the quiver because Simon that's ready there.
Yes, thank you, bro. For you, I'm talking to all Biafrans. All Biafrans, not strictly for you.
Okay.
In Kemku, you need a common sense to understand a simple arithmetic. It's for all Biafrans, not strictly for you. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you. God bless
Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
I still have a lot of people in the studio, but I don't know. I'm still checking the case of our leader for more updates. So, Ogwejiofo, you have spoken. Mazibo, you have spoken. I don't want to allow anybody who have spoken before to return. Somebody still expecting me to answer question. How much did the zoo pay me? Oh my goodness me. I told you, anybody brain ya like anybody brain ya tipialo. Anybody oburu ya tipialo. No oburu ye tigoti egwu. Onwere if yeme to rescue that person. I'm telling you. Ana agwagi na the court of law. The court of law the court of competent jurisdiction, the Federal High Court, Abuja, the third highest court in the entire Zoological Republic, has allowed a masked witness or witnesses to testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the lawyers did not object, rather they obliged. Rather, they obliged. And one of the witnesses have said that he has evidence that he has evidence against our leader behind mask. Therefore, Nigeria has no intention of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon. Anytime soon. So what is the only option? The only option is to fight and fight and fight and fight and never stop. And for the past 6 months, it seems like the only person who has the balls to continue the fight is Mazi Simon Ekpa. And what do? We must all rise up to support the protest for his unconditional and immediate release. Only option, only one option, one. I said one option. Mazibo, you are welcome. Please go ahead. Mazibo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please go ahead. Mazibo, can you hear me? You said you haven't spoken and the opportunity has been given. Please, if you can hear me, unmute yourself and speak. Mazibo, can you hear me? All right, I'm going to remove you. Ogwejiofo, I think you have spoken before. Please write me in the private chat if you have spoken before. I believe I've seen this name before. I believe you have spoken before. Let me know in the private chat if you have spoken before. We are in a big mess. We have a big problem at hand. People are not understanding. Where you find the buy at the moment? I've had a lot of callers on WhatsApp. I don't know. When I was asking you people to call, you didn't call. Okay, there's a latest development. Hello, call on WhatsApp. Please go ahead while I fetch the latest development.
Hello.
Go ahead, call on WhatsApp.
Good morning from here.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you for what you are doing, and I also want to thank all Biafrans. You know, this fight is not a fight. It's not fight that it's not a child's play. Let me just put it that way, because we have a lot of forces, both in our homeland and even in Europe, the Europeans and the external, you know, the Western world. So what I want us to do is I want us to leave all this blame game. I call all these things blame game. We should have a way forward. Let's look for a way forward, because if there is a hello, am I being heard?
Yes, you're coming out. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Let's leave all this blame game. If there is a structure we have on ground already, which is Briggy, for example, we all have to follow it. Then, if we don't have to follow it, then let's bring ideas. Not all this blame, this, blame that will not solve anything.
Sorry, are you hold on, because I don't like people speaking out of point. Blame game you are talking about, blame game in a or more the blame game on social media.
The thing about the blame game truly all got a general, like all got around. In one place. Or not one place. That's just the truth.
I ask you a simple question because you are talking about blame game on my program. Are you telling me blame game, me that have not even have time to speak about anybody or call people's names or lay any allegation on people? Are you telling me about blame game, or you are telling those, you are using my platform to tell those who are gossiping on social media to stop blame game? Who are you talking to?
If I will answer that, I will tell you I'm talking to everybody generally. Because if things is going well,
you're talking to everybody. You are not. You don't want to answer my question. I will cut you. I will cut you immediately. Are you telling me about blame game? Am I inclusive?
Yeah, you should. When I say everybody, then you are inclusive.
So who have I blamed?
I'm sorry to say that.
No, who have I blamed?
If we are
no. Don't say any other thing. Just you have spoken a lot already. No. Who have I blamed?
Let me make my last comment.
No. You don't. You are not. You are not. You are not ready to speak, and I don't allow people.
Let me tell you who you are blaming.
I don't allow people who are not sincere to make a longer comments. If you are not sincere, you are off. If I ask you a question, you'll be sincere to answer me. Who have I blamed? I just told you, if you know whoever you are contributing to, please. I am not telling you not to contribute to anybody or not to support anybody. At least none of them will come out to say they don't have anything to carry out our liberation fight, because Biafrans are contributing to them. You know, so tell me, who am I blaming? I am telling you that when you are fighting for Biafra, because we all know why we supported Mazi Nnamdi. We all know. We know why we supported Mazi Nnamdi. We know. So anybody who is fighting that same fight that Mazi Nnamdi was fighting, we all will support him or her. Who support that person? Is it not a simple mathematics? You're telling me about blame game. If you don't say things the way they are, our people are very, very mad at truth. Even when they will call it name. Aboya name. Blame game. Blame game against who? If you blame game, agwa eziokwu of ona fugo fonaro. Onye nke a na-enweta contribution as little as it is. Yes. Onye nke a na-enweta as little as it is. Yes. Na agwazi gị na ọ ga-enubara ọgụ nwere onwe. We were having only 1 month fundraising with little resources. So what are you telling me? Please, let us leave this kind of talk now. I beg you. I have delivered my message. A simple question. Is a simple question. A very simple question. So you have no any reason to tell me because so don't tell me any other thing. You only need the common sense to understand my point. You don't need thousands of media warriors. Someone because say, because you are not supporting, that's why your good will end there. Even many of them sent me messages in the past. Not because I am not supporting the Onyenka. Onyenka, I'm not supporting Onyenka. Is there any funny Onyenka no one go? Simon Ekpa was able to fight like that because we all followed him. When did you start following Simon Ekpa? You that wrote that in. When did you start following Simon Ekpa? Very simple question. Because if I check you now, I am very sure you did not start following him from autopilot. When did you start following him? that now we were doing 1 month fundraising, once a month fundraising with little resources, and we were able to pull through. We were able to pull through. So don't tell me anything. Ọ bụ na ndị Igbo fụ onye na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe na ana Igbo here ebe anyị na-azọ ka ịzọpụta ndị Igbo ye follow onye anwa, support onye anwa en mass the same way they all followed our prime minister. You don't need media, 1 million media exposition to make people to follow you. So the reason why I'm still here is, of course, I am waiting to see the final outcome of our prime minister's, our leader's case. And right now, let me bring something to the screen. Just a moment. Our people always angry with the simple truth. They will always look for a way to twist it. Always look for a way to twist it. And now, Gwagi, the only thing we need now is to make sure that our prime minister is released. Because this is 6 months, 6 good months. And it's clear that we keep on talking and gossiping on social media, meaning that he's the our only hope now is Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi, because it is clear that Nigeria government is not ready to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is very clear. Obunanya meperogi with this broadcast. I don't know what you are thinking. Obunanya meperogi with this broadcast that the zoo is not in any way ready to release our leader. Then I don't know what you are thinking. That means the only way possible is for us to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and continue to fight without stopping, without looking back. With iwe no noma, with iwe no noma. Also, kwa buru anything iji, anything dena posu make ya sure na na-ego mgbọ. Make ya sure the first number one thing bụ na na-ego mgbọ na-etinye n'ebe na-akụfa gwogwo. Na-akụfa gwogwo. That is the only thing. Make ya sure na na-ego mgbọ na-etinye n'ebe anwa. Na-akụfa gwogwo. The same way as earlier before. You must not come out to give order in the public. You must not post it on your own platform to show no go na eme ya. Mana ọ bụ na ọ na-eme, rapụziela anyị ife anyị na ọgụ ya eme. Rapụziela anyị ife anyị na ọgụ media ya eme. Rapụziela anyị ife anyị na okwu nwere onwe ya na-aga na media. Ọ bụ mmadụ ya agwa ndị Igbo ga-asọpọtụ onye na-anụrụ fọgụ nwere onwe. According to the report, IPOB Kanu admits establishing Radio Bafra in London, which is not a crime. He has to admit that it's not a crime. Establishing Radio Bafra, which is registered in London, is not a crime. The word is universal. It can be received. The broadcast can be received anywhere all around the globe. Just as I'm making my broadcast right now, my broadcast can be received anywhere in the world. So it's never a crime. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitting it is not a fault. Neither is it a crime. The 10th leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has admitted establishing Radio Biafra in London, stating that freedom fighting is not, or admitting freedom fighting for emancipation of the people of Southeast, South, and parts of Benue and Kogi. However, said Radio Biafra was not registered with the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, NBC, yes, in Nigeria, but registered in London, yes, which is what I have already said, because there was no need for its registration in Nigeria, which is the truth, because the world is universal. You can make broadcasts here and it will be received anywhere in the world. So as I'm making this broadcast where I am, I must not go to America or Europe or Asia to register it for those who will receive it over there. I must not go there to register it. He told the court that freedom fighting is not a crime in any part of the world, which is true. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu okwu, including Nigeria, because it is a fundamental right. Anakukwa aka. These are the reasons we must be free. While distancing himself from any form of violence in the country, the Biafran agitator maintained that he was only exercising his constitutional rights as a freedom fighter. Meanwhile, witnesses of the federal government are presently testifying behind the curtains against the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This followed the ruling by Justice James Omotosho permitting the federal government to shield its witnesses from the public glare. The ruling was predicated on an ex parte application filed by the prosecution team led by Chief Adeboyega Awomolo-san. The court gave permission for the proposed witnesses to testify behind a screen with their real names replaced with acronyms. Awomolo-san pleaded that identities of the witnesses needed to be protected for security reasons and in view of the serious nature of the case. While the witnesses will be shielded from the public, they will, however, be seen by the judge. The request was not opposed by Kanu's team of lawyers led by a former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Chief Kanu Agabi-san. Following the ruling, the prosecution opened its case against the embattled IPOB leader by presenting its first witness, who was simply identified as PWAA, PWAA. Kanu, whose trial started the Nevo afresh following the assignment of his case file to Justice Omotosho, had earlier pleaded not guilty to a 7-count treasonable felony charge the government preferred against him. Meanwhile, a video recording of Kanu interrogation by DSS being played in the open court, just as the statement he made on October 15, 2015 was also being read. Statement. Is it a crime? Statement is not a crime. It is freedom of speech. And to make the matter very open and good, that freedom of speech does not have any limitation. The freedom of speech doesn't have any limitation. That you have freedom to speak, you have freedom of speech, but you cannot say this or you cannot say that. You are free to speak, but you must not say this. The freedom of speech we are talking about has no limitation. It has no limitation, meaning that you are free to say whatever you want to say, as long as you know especially an innocent person. No, that one you also have the right to self-defense, which is what we are doing. But I'm telling our people that the best defense is attack. Items in suitcases recovered from him in his hotel room in 2015 brought to the courtroom full display. Kanu Agabisan did not object. This man is not objecting anything. Oh, wahala there. Make I no talk because he's a new lawyer in this case, but he has not objected anything. He hasn't objected anything. He hasn't objected anything at all. I don't want to talk because I don't know anything there. Let me see where we are after this. Let me see. A lot of people are calling me on WhatsApp. I don't know. Caller on WhatsApp, please go ahead. Tell us where you're calling us from, please.
Okay, Mazi, am I coming up clear?
Yeah, but you have to be very, very audible so that people can hear you.
Okay. I hope you can now hear me, right?
Yeah, go ahead. It's better now. Go ahead, please, and make it very, very brief.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Mazi Bafra Unite, I thank you very much for today that you've come online to give updates concerning our leader court case. It's very, very obvious. It is very obvious and very, very open that it is like this and everybody can see it. And we already know what the Nigerian government are about to do. We already know what they are doing. And we are friends to have it in mind that key to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Simon Ekpa. That is why I love the idea you brought of the protest in Finland. It is very, very marvelous because since the 18th of November, since our PM got invited by the Finnish government, nothing has been happening.
Sorry.
Even the hit and run, like
continue.
Even the hit and run, like has stopped, and that is why the zoo uniform men and the Fulani are everywhere today.
Sorry. Before we continue, where are you calling me from?
I am calling from Biafra land.
Oh, you are calling from here. So you are here. You are in Biafra land.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. So motis and at least another caller. And the Chukumebe and pick your own because I've got more than 50 to 100 callers already since Engineer Kwoku. Go ahead.
Yes. Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So I love the idea of the protest in Finland. So the Finland government will know that Simon Ekpa is not a nobody. He has people and people sent him on what he's doing. So if they are having any intention with the zoo government and their agents, whoever is working with them secretly that we do not know, they should have it in mind that the Biafrans are watching. We are really seeing them, and that Finland will go a very long way. it will go a very long way. Now, I have one simple question to ask, because since all this thing happened since last year, November till this time, if anybody is saying that anybody is sitting on the fence, that the person is not being truthful to his or herself. Because I could remember the first program that was met in the evening on how to dissolve this thing, how the whole issue started. If you say that people that are standing neutral are not doing good, then you are not being truthful, because the damage that the two parties have caused, the damage has affected our defense. It got to our defense. Our men on ground is suffering this today is because of the two parties. I mean, the Ngozi Orabueze and the Ogenkere. Now we have seen how everything has turned out to be, and we must give our support. But in that giving our support, Ogenkere or whoever it is must come out to give us clarification and assurance. They must come outside to answer our question, because you cannot say that because you are on the other party that you are doing this, that everybody should come and join you without showing us proof. You have to show us proof that we are, so that we will not follow you blindly, so that everybody will now come out to give his or her support. So I am thanking you, and I also want to ask this question. In this idea of this protest in Finland, among the two parties, or when any of them say na farmers so na haman tiaka mona farmer oblige to that idea.
Mazi, I don't think this question you're asking me is for me. I don't think the question is for me to answer. Rather, is for the whole world, the whole Biafra to know or to answer. I'm not the one to answer. It's in the public. No, there's no any Biafran who is following Biafra movement, both home and abroad, that will come out today to say that he or she is not aware that there's going to be protests on the 9th of May in Finland. Nobody can truthfully say that. Nobody can truthfully say that, because the propagation is everywhere on a daily basis. So nobody can say that he or she is not aware. So if anybody or group of people are not supporting it, are not talking about it, it's not my fault. And Biafran people who are eligible to travel to Helsinki, Finland, should understand that this protest is from Mazi Simon, but it's not about who authorized it. It's not about who is talking about it. I myself did not host the protest. I've said it time without number. I am not the one who organized or organizing the protest.
Even if you are the one that organized it,
okay.
Did anybody has the to stand against it? Since that what we are fighting for, the protest is going to give us a green light to what we are seeking for.
Okay.
Who is that person that will stand against it?
Okay. Okay. Wanudo de Mazi, Chukwu gozie gị. I love people with discerning.
I'll use the opportunity to talk to the two parties. Biko, ikpela de banana. Makuna as na ya gwara okwu na agwa. Except ma ole ihe ọzọ na-eme. Mana ọ bụrụ na ofu Bafraan Nnamdi Kanu na Simon Ekpa ka ya. Simon Ekpa is the key to Nnamdi Kanu, because Nigeria government would never release Nnamdi Kanu just like that, except ma oskulu dunu si isi nwee jebe Abuja, unjese Abuja nje tụọ bọmbụ dupụtie. Mana ọ bụkwa na o nwere Simon Ekpa is the key to Nnamdi Kanu. And to assess Simon Ekpa, this protest will go a very long way for us to communicate with the Finnish government. Now, anyone that want to bring him back, they want to bring him back. Yeah, I mean, and everybody will fold hand and be doing fundraising every Saturday. Breakfast will be bringing money. Men on ground that day, as in, we are not hearing anything about the military. The military are taking over. The Fulani guys are taking over, and our men on ground are there. Simon Ekpa will not be in Finland and be doing something now. Nnamdi Kanu will not be in DSS quarter in Abuja and be doing something in Biafra. Thank you very much, and God bless you,
Na
Mazi.
onye nke a oburugo udo dịrị gị Mazi. I forget believe go na ọbụ ọsọ mụ ma ife. Ọbụ ọsọ mụ ma ife. He said one word that hit me. That Simon Ekpa is the key to Nnamdi Kanu. Wow. Wow. At least I am happy. If I end this broadcast now, I am happy. I am very, very happy. I am very, very happy. A lot of people are calling me, but I don't want to continue with the calls. Caller on WhatsApp, please tell us where you are joining us from. You are welcome. Where are you joining us from? You're welcome.
Yeah, Mazi, ekelekwa m gị na ihe ị na-eme. Otego m kpọbara gị. Mgbe onye izuzu ịjụrụ ajụjụ kọga ihe ọ na-akọ. Mazi, ihe m nwere ikwu na ihe awụ ile ihe na-eme na struggle anyị na. O yiri mgbe ndị agboro ebu a na-anụ ọgụ. Mgbe ndị agboro hụrụ onye ha yezuo akpa ya, ha abụghị eme bagen lụọ ọgụ. Ebe igbu ha ọgụ ha ezuru ihe nọ n'akpa gị. Because ile ihe na-eme na this time from mgbe the declare Biafra till after redeclaration onye a ya dịzie kọwu ofu abụkị ka ha na-achịrị efi. And then I na-elelizi the main nsogbu anyị nwere n'ụlọ. Some of us are na-ebe akwa na-asị ndị a na-ekwenu na be anyị na-ana. Ụfọdụ n'ime anyị na-atụfusi anyị from the platform anyị nọ because na anyị si ha na egwu unu na-agba dịzikwe ka egwu ndị agboro na-agba. Because ile anya ihe na-emenụ a na-asị na a na-aga imepe ọfịs Biafra land na-efukwa. A na-agwa anyị na a na-aga ahụ Obama na Donald Trump. Ndị Fulani a na-ewere Biafra asị anyị na anyị ga na-arụzi referi. Fulani a na-ekidnap ndị mmadụ n'ụlọ. Maazị, ihe mma na-ekwu ekene m gị Maazị, ekene m gị. Onwe okwu m kwuru wee sị oke ha gba wee planọ ife a wee were ego zụrụ ọfịs ise a ha nọ because na-ego ka ha ji wee penetrate wee were agbụgba wee chụsịsịa ndị niile ji obi ha niile na-achụ Biafra because ihe a mere mgbe Maazị ahụ na inwe ike icheta mgbe onye ndu ji microphone ha chọọ ịchụpụ ndị a ji obi ha niile na-abịa ịchụ Biafra were ofu ashịtụ luo ha n'isi. Maazị apụtakwa n'ikuku wee wepụ onye ahụ then ha na-aga until ihe ere Maazị. The same thing happened to ebe our PM nọ. Ọ bụ otu a ka ha si kpara bọọlụ otiri ha aga na postu ruo Maazị wee pụtazie n'alụ ọgụ onye akpalara onye akpa edivide zie na midia onye a na-akọ onye ọnụ ahapụzie Fulani ahapụzie Biafra land Fulani a na-achọ iwere be anyị asị niile rụwazie referi. Ịghọtago gwazie m otu gị nwa wu referi ị ga-esi were ị ga-eji aka jide akpa amụ gị ịhapụ akpa amụ gị onye ji bọọlụ abịa gbawa gị akpa amụwa Maazị biko arịrịọ na-arịọ gị ewu otu isi na-eti mkpu. That is okwu gị bịa motivate ma kpọtụbeghị m your line before but okwu gị bịara mmụọ Biafra nwa na-epushu m wee sị m kpọọ gị wee sị gị biko okwu ya ikwuru ya at least isi nwata na-ekwe ihe iji lee ihe a jide ka m wee ga-apịa nne gị ọkụ. Then nwata ahụ ga-eme awụ na onwe ihe i nyere nwa ahụ ọ ga na-ebe akwa ya ekweghị bi nne ya aka. So before anyị nwa a na-agha support somebody anyị ga-adị sure na onye awụ ya wụ onye na-enyere ịga ndị na-echekwara anyị ndị jiri ndụ ha wee chụọ àjà n'ebe a. Ị ga-asị ụmụazị a nọrọ n'ime ọhịa every Saturday atụ ego akọrọgbatuo so Maazị biko jisie ike na ihe ị na-eme. Asị m ka Chukwuka abịa ma gbaa gị ume. Nke ọzọ bụ zoo ede na ihe niile otu ha plan go ihe niile and iwọchi ya And when we have the reverse all this case, Mazi Simon, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, until Ndin hand on issue, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Zoo afọ kerezie then ndị Fulani eju elu n'ala ndị polisi eju n'ụzọ ndị amị eju elu n'ala ihe m nwa na-ekwu my own wo biko jisie ike kwuru ebe ahụ ekwu because na ahụrụ m na kemgbe anyị malitere njem a ọ chakwara edo otu a ọkwa the same thing with me ma paaki ya na-akụ na watch direction ebe ihe ga-esi wee gaa before ma na-join ka mmadụ ghara ide n'ụka adị m support of you 100%. So onye na-asị ụkọchukwu ka abịa ma gọzie gị maazị jisie na ihe ị na-eme ndewo
ndewo at least o dogo m anya na ọ bụrụ ọsọ mụ ama ife na ana Igbo. Thank you maazị, God bless. Ịnụkwa ọ gịnị echekwa m ọsọ mụ ma ife eche m na ọsọ mụ ma fololo gụrụ akwụkwọ na University of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Radio Biafra. Ịnụkwa thank you Chukwu okike abịa ma ekele dịrị gị na igosigokwa m again ọ bụrụ ife a na-eche since 6 months. Igosigo m na ọ bụrụ ife a na-eche since 6 months now. I've been thinking na ndị Igbo abụrụ dị ife iche na afa bụ na ndị Igbo amara ife. At least few calls m nwetara now. Ọ bụrụkwa na ọ na-afa support mo, that is not the issue. The issue bụ na the reasoning okwufa. The reasoning okwufa na-ekwu ọ bụrụ na ọ na-afa na support m na okwufa na-ekwu their reasoning. Their reasoning, that is the most important thing. Their reasoning. Onye nke ọzọ pụta sị na Maazị Simon Ekpa is the key to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onye si na ọ mara that one then ife kwalụ gị, I cannot help you. I cannot help you. Onye nke apụtakwa na-agwa anyị okwu refree. You see, the reasoning, I'm not even, you don't have to support what I'm saying, you don't have to support me, but I know your reasoning, the capacity of your reasoning, the level of your reasoning, your mentality. At least, you do go man now, no brief and nail before, and I wouldn't do my fair. You know? Maybe I can still receive a few more calls. I've gotten a lot of people calling me, so I'm waiting now to get the outcome of the outcome of our leader's case, so that we can wind down, so that we can call it a day. Anybody who is calling me must call on audio. If you call me on video, I will block your number. Caller on WhatsApp, please go ahead. You're welcome to the show and tell us where you are joining us from. Caller on WhatsApp, we can't hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Please, you are not audible. You are not audible, caller. Please, can you raise your voice a little bit?
Hello.
And get close to your telephone microphone, to your mouthpiece. Now you are talking. Where are you joining us from, please?
United Arab Emirates.
Okay, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
The protest, more support the protest. Please, Kafel and the Mara. Na PM abuo sonso ya nwa no we kwandu no with ya nwa na Bafra so kwam chim n'ebe ọ nọ and the as no bo kwa no onye nwuru sonso onye nwuru anwụ a na-agbazi olu na onye dị ndụ na na-agbazikwa olu tu like one of our brother call from homeland sịrị na a na-eme nka ọ nọ anụ ihe na-eme na Okigwe since ọ nọ anụ na Biafra Liberation Army no na alụ ọgụ since na Okigwe Nosu na different places. Or no, without money support or money has without him or without any Biafra must come. I get defend the Biafra land. For sure. Again, our people and I see two party. Can't get two party. Here our prime minister get the Ranyebo Briki. Cause I am for boy US And open no plan is our Prime Minister being Simon Eba or Sanye na onye obla our lobbies can run na US, which no blama our lobbies. So I got happen to na US and a ogen kere government and a two party. Our people and now some people and now and one about two party. He had this over the template our Prime Minister does it, which in Agua no weki ubu Bafra Unite no weki Makwara the charter. In a book before, in us now our PM they may fundraising once in a month. Our PM when I know here, PM and they may fundraising even 2 times in a week. And that's 2 times in a week and they made the fundraising and they make other things. Now that a month Saturday, a month Sunday, a month Saturday, a month Sunday. Musa ne backward time. Now, who is supporting this Simon Eba? Anybody now support here? Are you not aware of it? See, what is from like this? I normal support you or a best. He am not the African government. He am that government our PM who web that no Ehabo Ebayapo and Eba even before the declaration up at the see now after the declaration, Nagari change share things at the government still under the bridge. But now our people now and they make things not be difficult. When you support, you support. When you was out to Renipia, any peki, opening an Okonya was a walking or Okonya was a walk. You want to make it that was a neighbor madu. Some of them age if we go her, what they should me if we go her, oppose also liberation army. You want to make it from that was an eye of farm, Nani. Kill them. That is it. And
Mazi Ndewo. You know, me, I'm a very good listener. And I'm somebody nabo onye na-ekwu okwu m na-ege ya ntị. Because when I listen to you, that is the only when I will pick points and know where you are coming from. First of all, you could say, na onye kpọrọ from homeland, si na onwezi ife na-eme since ejiwe our prime minister arrest. Na ọ nara afọ ife na-eme na Ọkaigwe. Na ọ nara anụ ife na-eme na Ọkaigwe. Ọ bụrụ na ege ntị here, you see, there are many things I don't want to, delve into, because I am very clear here. First and foremost, you must have heard me say countless times on this same broadcast that the best defense is attack. That is number one. Number two, we must not wait in the bush for zoo to bring their super Tucano to bombard us before we start defending ourselves against them. How can we defend ourselves against super Tucano? How many super Tucano have we raised down? How can we do it? That the best defense is attack. Haven't you heard me say that? And number three, that the zoo coming with super Tucano fighter jet to bombard our land is not what we called guerrilla warfare. That is not guerrilla warfare. Go and browse it. Go and check it in the Google. And I told you that the simple definition of guerrilla warfare is hit and run. Simple definition. And the zoo bringing super Tucano in Ọkaigwe is nothing that there's nothing connected with hit and run. You know what I'm saying, even though you don't want to admit it. You know. We have been doing it. We have been doing it, demoralizing them. They are crying. Musa is shouting. And now you are telling me about what is happening in Ọkaigwe. Are you serious? Like, so that the zoo is bringing super Tucano to bombard Ọkaigwe, and we are shouting on the social media. Is that how we are going to get freedom? Like, serious? Are you kidding me? My brother, when you in these the zoo is dealing with our people in Okigwe, bombarding our land, destroying farmlands and homes. And you are telling me if we phenomenon Okigwe, as if not anyone me phenomenon Okigwe. Obu our army na me phenomenon Okigwe, obu the zoo na me phenomenon Okigwe. Can you just be sincere for once? Yeah? So I know to bomb. No, cello. So fighter jet on Fabune Fenenu, Fanara to bomb on here, fight joy to bomb. Give in an ekuzi. Kezi for Zine, or Macanam for Trocano. Is it because I used the word Trocano? Fighter jet is fighter jet. Forget whether I'm Trocano or not. I'm the one who is calling Trocano. It must not be super Trocano. But fighter jet is fighter jet, and they are using it to bombard our land. The only way we can have freedom and make them leave us is we can't stand them. We cannot stand their super Trocano. The only way we can defeat them, I work with Dofada, what are you saying? Why are you talking? If I didn't sincere, now I something, now I got me phenomenal. Our people, in my hand, when we wait sometimes, you got for your fulani, but I never could maybe share cookie, maybe share chicken, I hang in the one when they buy benefit and but you did it for Faji now. Iji for Faji. Cello, go and wegi, our budo na begi, biata bogo, in a timbu. Iji for Faji. If one of Faji AK were better, or if you go waji. Okay, centralized on how to go so that basis centralized on military. Okay, centralized on. We are not talking about centralization here, my brother. We're talking about centralization. If na gwage listen, obuna our BLA anakpu n'ime ofia park zie no so or dizie ka enyere order sefa park ya no so. Na fana amapụta na-eme ife fa na-emebu before ebe ọ na enwere information na ndị zoo gbakọrọ esuo fagwuogwuo their foot soldiers bụ ndị Fulani na-ekwu maka ya ama nwa egwu ịwakpude our territory. It's not possible. We have dealt with them seriously. We have given a serious blow to them, and they disappeared completely because farmer na any place ejidelo fa ayako fagwuogwuo. Because Fajigodi Finem, each and if na federal coordinated, the Zoo Janjaweed army is working in tandem with the Fulani herdsmen terrorists. The reason why the Zoo army is fighting our men on ground is because they want to subdue them in order to allow the Fulani herdsmen terrorists to invade us and conquer us. That is the pure truth. So when the Zoo Janjaweed were not able to conquer us because now they demoralized. If I go any place far back, I walk with there. So the message is being sent across to their foot soldiers now, Buzi herdsmen terrorists. The message is being sent to them now. So it was difficult. It was not just difficult. It was not possible for them to invade. Because in the Nasoro Fozobu Janjaweed in the Nakaki uniform and Afros of Asiagame Afozikwe, they are foot soldiers. But the time the Akaki is free, Ndino Nakaki is free, na to bombunenu, na to buni when they tip our homes, innocent people's homes for that matter. Then it was easy for the and our fana to the Obunigwe, our soldiers now because a man say Bafra Liberation Army, if na ndi Zubu fighter jet we bata in a kudo because ne Bafra Liberation Army. A man could ya boss ya chogode be ya otak is me ya chebe ga hide have fafari sato sabombo fana. But obuna I want na no ogo. Na a tifa go twice a tifa before. Their foot soldiers wouldn't be able to invade our land to massacre people. So if you're angry against people who are crying because our udolo in the herdsmen wapudolo fa that taa akpụfa gbuo fa ị na-ekwuzi asị ifu na iji ifefa ji ijiri ifefa ji na anyị nwere defense force na-edefend anyị so ka ezi ife mezi ihe eji faji na-akpụzie n'ime ọfịa paaki ya no onwere oge faji nọrọ ebe niile my brother if before sorry can we be sincere here before onwere oge faji nọrọ everywhere before were they everywhere but ọkwa ịma na anything na-eme one place ọ bụ na gee ntị ọ bụ na like before a na-akụfa gwogwo n'Enugu a na-akụfa gwogwo n'Ebonyi a na-akụfa gwogwo na Anambra a na-akụfa gwogwo n'Imo. Chinasa Nworu was in charge of Abia because ebe o nwere stronghold. I Messia succeeded to set up our men in Abia State in over 2 places under the Biafra government. We succeeded in setting up our and chased the terrorists away. We be the kuba fagwo manaba manu muaya ne tifagwo. We succeeded. Oh, it took us a lot to set up our men, our camps in Abia State because that was where Chinasa Nworu was having his field day with his members of Dead Man Squad. We succeeded in chasing them. So, if I know I know where so many things match my brother.
Or judo, or judo, those different groups go for no recruit. Now go for no a recruit his own brothers.
My brother, do you know why? My brother Genti, listen to me. Do you know why? Every other thing you see happening today is we in the struggle gave room to that to happen. We in the struggle. Nanya, we in the struggle. When I say we, I know why I use that word we, but I ain't chamalugondi senafano nisi. We gave them that opportunity because after the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, continue without giving credence, without giving opportunity to gossip, without even looking at anything anybody name. We continue marching ahead. This thing that is happening today will not happen. And let me tell you, some of the people that governors are recruiting, some of them were people that came out from our own camp to join them. Obuni Igelo broadcasting post through late night yesterday. Exposition of Obuago in Osun. Obuago was with us. He was one of us, one of our men. He was working with us under the Mother Valley, in the Mother Valley there. Went through rigorous training under BLA. Today, he's a commander of Ebubago under Hope Uzodimma. So, igakwa through if ndị niile anụ ndị governors kpọrọ afafa na recruit ma ndị akodo ma ndị fenine, many of them bụ ndị pụrụ from our liberation army because fafugo na onwe ezi fa na-eme. And they need money. Many of them bụ ndị akpịrị ego fesolu Hope Uzodimma ga-analụ amnesty wee lụbalụ ya ọlụ under Ebubago. Soludo ganala amnesty well lụbalụ ya ọlụ because fafu na onwezi fa na-eme since Simon Ujue nọrọ n'aka ndị finish authority na ọ basịrị ka a na-akụzi nwanne anybody na-asị na ọ chọrọ n'ụlọ ekwu okwu nwere onwe ndị ị naghị support this protest nwanne onye anwa na-anya ma nwekwa ife onye anwa na-eme onwe ife onye anwa bụ n'anya m. The only way The only way we can be, listen. The only way we can be under one umbrella without our prime minister being here with us, the only way we can be under one umbrella is when we realize that now gossip cannot change the minds of Biafran people to follow whoever you want them to follow. The only thing that will change their mind to follow you is when they begin to see the fight you are doing on ground and not meeting anybody in America. Not by meeting because I'm about to end the conversation now between me and you. The only thing that will change the minds of our people to follow whoever you want them to follow is when they see what that person is doing on ground, not in America. Whatever that is happening in America does not move our people. The only thing that moves them is your fight here on ground. I know why I said that. I started this battle with Mazi Nnamdi from beginning. I know why I said that. Thank you.
So your advice now is say we should abandon our lobbies that our prime minister introduced to us. Should we abandon them?
I didn't tell you to abandon our lobbies, but if you are paying $10,000 to our lobbies every month and the zoo is having field day in our land, which one do you choose?
Both of them are important.
No, which one do you choose? Paying 10,000 to our lobbies, which is sustaining them, which is nice, and the zoo taking over our land and having field day in our land while our military become very, very inactive. Which one do you choose? So go home and ask yourself a simple question and then answer it to yourself. Thank you, my brother. I'm done with the conversation now. A lot of people are calling. Go home and ask yourself, and then you come back with the answer. Just in, EFCC arrest Lagos socialite E-Money. E-Money under the net of the EFCC. E-Money in the net of EFCC, Economic Financial Economic Federal Award Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, yeah, Economic Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, have arrested E-Money. As I'm speaking now, it is a breaking news. And then Boko Haram invade Monas and died at least 15 people who are mourning. Oh my goodness me. Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Onye ụlọ ya na-agba ọkụ na-achọ oke. Onye ụlọ ya na-agba ọkụ na-achọ oke. Wonders shall never end. Mourners, those who were mourning the people that the Boko Haram unalived, those who gathered to mourn them. This same Boko Haram went to throw them bombs and buy many of them and abducted many of them. Happening now. This is the zoo for you. Let me check. It's like we now have we have an update from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's check. Everything I'm telling you here is breaking news. Not all that I'll bring on the screen, especially when it has to do with Boko Haram things. Somebody said, am I the one saying these things? Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Ọkwa na-abụ ekwu eziokwu ọ na-agba agba na ntị. Ndị Igbo anaghị alike eziokwu. We hate the truth. I hate eziokwu. Go. I hate eziokwu. Go. Let me give suggestion, because this man, Bolona, talked about the lobbyist. Let me give an open suggestion. We have lobbyists in America, which I know how much we are paying them to hire them? Can we call for people as PM did before he had issues and a lot of people, disappeared? Can we make an open call? I am starting that open call now. Call Igbo Ruechi. Asi no nwere ife mmelo. I am making an open call for Biafrans. For Biafrans who are listening to me now and who are going to watch this broadcast tomorrow. If you want the lobbyists to continue doing their job, which is also maintaining the legacy of our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi, can we have some group of people? Can we create a group, a WhatsApp or Telegram group? Call people. I am calling people to come up. If you know that you want to stand in support and contributing money for the lobbyists, can we have a group of people, a Telegram group where people will be specifically contributing money in support of our lobbyists? We pay them $10,000 monthly. That is their salary. So can we have group of Biafrans come out? Even if you call me, I am not the one who is going to handle it, but call me. Indicate interest. Indicate interest. Even though I don't know what to do, I will find a way to connect you to the right place where you are supposed to be. So that we know that any other money Biafran na atota na ga straight to our angels in order for them to come out wherever they are to carry out the same fight they have been fighting, which is the pure guerrilla warfare. Na nke a na-akọrọ mmiri na-abụrụ na anyị nọ n'ime ọfịa ndị izu awakpo anyị dị buru fighter jet bịa na-atụ bọmbụ. Fabu mgbe eme ya bọtụ nke anwa abụrụ ife a na-aka ntụ asị guerrilla warfare. O nwere ọgụ a na-akpọ hit and run wo ife anyị ji na-akọ nkazu since mere Musa ji na-ebe akwa. So I'm calling Biafrans. Ọ bụ na ife na-eme now na-ewute gị, na ife na-eme now na-ewe gị iwe. Nigeria is not ready to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anytime soon. It is in the open now, beyond every reasonable doubt. Today, it has been established that thing that the Fulani has been fighting since 2015 to bring masked witnesses that led many people to accuse Owazurike that he is among those who want to mask himself to witness against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm sure those of you listening to me now know what I'm talking about. Today, 29th of April, let it be on record that the zoo has succeeded in bringing in masked witnesses against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let it be on record, and don't forget it, 29th of April, 2025, that the zoo has succeeded in bringing in masked witnesses to witness against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And these people say they have evidence. Let it be on record that the zoo is not in any way ready to release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they know that there's only two things involved. It's either you release him and give him Biafra, or you release him without giving him Biafra and he becomes more brutal than before, because you have suffered him for 4 to 5 years. You cannot suffer him for 4 to 5 years and release him like that. And then you expect him to be caged You're expecting to go to Afaruku Ibeku and cage himself there without, after losing everything, without continuing the battle, the fight for freedom. You're not expecting him to do that. So they know, the zoo is aware there is only two things involved: release him and give him Biafra, or release him without Biafra and allow him to become worse than what he was, which the zoo cannot contain. Which the zoo cannot contain, of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without Biafra, and he becomes worse than before. So Biafrans, let people who want the Biafran army to continue what they are doing. Gather yourself. Those in charge of the lobbyists, make a call. I am gingering you now. Make a call. Let there be a separate people that will take charge or care of the lobbyist, so that any other money that is being contributed to your purse will be strictly channeled to igombo egbe anyị na-eji na-elodu na egbe ibu n'aka wee na-eti ndị zoo gwogwo. Ekwugokwa m ya, mankwukwe ya again, otu a ka m si gụọ chata una na-eche na m ga-apụta again na-akọ ogologo akụkọ na social media, and I told you I'm not going to do it again. And today you people are angry with me because I did not continue to come and, you know, read chatter or talking long stories on social media. And today you are angry with me, even though I said it that day, I'm not going to do it. Now, make a call, and create party that will oversee the affairs, financial affairs of the lobbyists, so that Biafrans total 1 naira ola na mgbegbe, because ọ bụ na ya nara akụ ndị a hit and run, anything ọ bụla na-agwa gbasara nwere onwe ọ na-efe m efe na ntị. This is me and this is how I speak. Anything na-ekwu maka nwere onwe na-efe m efe na ntị. I don't want to hear any other thing. Ma ọ bụ na anara eti ndị zoo, ị ga everywhere now. Those of you commenting, you are in abroad, you don't know what is going on. From here to there, you see checkpoint. From here to there, you see checkpoint. Everywhere they are here. And their foot soldiers are coming. Eheamufu is under their control already. Our women and children are living there in fears. Our women and children are living there in fears. So, and I will not say it again. I believe now, if I will try and say now, those who are concerned are listening to me. Mankwukwaye again. Let me go and check the current development from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that we can be able to end this very broadcast. No updates yet. No updates yet. And I don't want this broadcast to go beyond these 3 hours. So I will be ending the broadcast here. Maybe, if occasion demands, I may or may not come out this evening to continue with the latest update about our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe I may come out to speak, or maybe I may not come out to speak. But whatever that happens, the update will always be in the public domain. And from now till evening or tomorrow morning, I'm sure that every Biafran. Okay, the latest update is that the Federal High Court in Abuja, pay attention because this is going to be the end of this broadcast. The Federal High Court in Abuja has now Abuja has now adjourned the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to 2nd of May 2025, which is also the second day which they have scheduled to sit on this case. The second day that has already pre-scheduled to sit on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So the case has been adjourned to 2nd of May 2025, of course, in line with the scheduled dates for the hearing. And on that note, this is going to be the end of this very broadcast. I want to thank every one of you for listening to me. Both those of you who understood me and those of you who did not understand me. I want to say thank you all. But the only thing is for sure, the only thing in common, and one thing for sure, is that at the end of the day, the truth will always prevail. If you don't believe me today, I want to assure you 100% that you are going to believe me tomorrow. I am not in a hurry. For those who run away, those who insulted me, those who called me names, please continue. Continue. Those who analyze me, continue. But if you do not believe me today, you will definitely believe me tomorrow. That is my word. And God bless you all as you have gathered to listen to my voice and, of course, the sound of freedom and the update of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I thank every one of you. Do not forget that on the 9th of May has been scheduled to be a massive day in Helsinki, Finland, for the protest of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Throw me in the bin. Throw me in the garbage. The protest is not for me. It's for the release of our Prime Minister, which is going to affect everything we are doing in this very struggle moving forward. It's going to go a long way to show Finnish authority that he is an innocent man, because he's only a thief, a criminal that people will run away from. Only a thief, only na-egbu mmadụ, that people will run away from, especially when he's being captured. But an innocent man, his people will always stand tall and stand in solidarity with him, even in the difficult times like this. So please, call me useless names, call me whatever you want to call me, no problem. But if you are eligible, you have eligible documents from your country of residence, I am calling upon you to come out on the 9th of May, especially those of you in America and Europe and some part of Asia, Come out en masse. Don't wait for order from anybody. It is not an order from me. It is not an order from me to call you to come and join the protest for the release of our Prime Minister. It is not an order from me. So don't wait for order from anybody for you to know that it is necessary and imperative for you to join the protest on the 9th of May 2025. I have placed numbers to call for inquiries. Those of you who want to make inquiry, who want to call, maybe you need hotel reservation or you need to know more about the protest, please call this number on your screen, +358. Write it down now, please. +358 for those of you who cannot see it on the screen. Once you write +358, then 402436561. I repeat, +358 402436561. This is the only official number to call for more inquiries and details for this all-important protest for our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa-Njoku. Let us make it worth a while on that very fateful day. Nobody is asking you for money. Anybody who tells you to bring money for anything wants to scam you. Call this number. All the details will be made available to you. Thank you all. May God bless you. May God bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and may God bless our Prime Minister and keep our angels on ground. May God bless whatever you lay hand upon, that thou may prosper. Thank you all, and God bless you. From me, from here, with all the love in my heart, including those who do not like me again, because of I am standing tall, not to engage myself in something that I see as irrelevant for living the main thing, and you don't like it. I still love you. May God bless you from me from here. It is good afternoon.